minutes. In a couple minutes. Let me start by saying this, bro. All you Eagle fans that get mad at Howard Roseman, y'all need to chill out. Chill out because, um, if you ever been on Twitter on IG, Eagle fans are freaking out. I'm seeing a lot of people on YouTube freaking out. Let me remind all these Eagle fans again, man. The Philadelphia Eagles are not going after no Miles Garrett. They're not going after anybody special. Do not get your hopes up on anybody, whether it's Brisker or anybody like that. Okay, if you get Brisker, it's Howie is just being great GM today. You know what I'm saying? We would award for the Eagle fans. But other than that, man, I'm seeing a lot of Eagle fans getting mad at Howard Roseman, and I just don't understand. Like I made a video and I said this, and you got Eagle fans panicking to well, Howie's not making moves. Bro, like, did you not watch Howie Roseman's press conference? Did you not see him say that we have to lose players for us to sign our own players? The goal is not to go and get a bunch of free agents. The goal is to sign our own players, man. Okay, you need that cap space, not just for players. You need that for draft picks to sign them. Okay? I don't know what the big deal is with the Eagle fans thinking every free agent should be on Howard Roseman's radar. It's not the case. Um, the Philadelphia Eagles do not need to go out and sign every free agent. Everybody freaking out over it, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man, and it's embarrassing, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Let's understand something. You have to pay Jalen Carter. That's probably why the holdup is happening. Jalen Carter needs to get paid. So y'all running around here to Howie is not doing nothing. What did you want Howie Roseman to do? Howie is signing his players. That's what he needs to do. You're not going out and spending money on different free agents. We don't have that type of money. I mean, when you listen to Howie Roseman, did you actually listen to what he said? Because if you did, you wouldn't be so upset and throwing a tantrum like a 2-year-old. I mean, some of this shit's ridiculous, man. It really is. The Philadelphia Eagles are not spending a lot of money in free agency, and everybody freaking out and getting mad. Why? Why are you freaking out? You should knew it was coming. You know, they're over there crying about N'Kobe. You know what I'm saying? That's why you drafted Jahad Campbell to replace N'Kobe Dean. Get over it. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? Get over it. Reed Blankenship is not a big loss. Reed Blankenship cannot really cover, and he was okay, but he wasn't elite safety like a star safety. He was an okay average safety. But you got Eagle fans crying to, well, we're not making moves. Man, stop it, bro. Stop trying to be. Y'all are spoiled, man. Like, I'm very embarrassed with y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, the Philadelphia Eagles need to sign Jalen Carter. They need to extend these guys. You can't go out and spend money on free agents out of nowhere. It doesn't work like this. Ain't Madden, okay? And I keep telling y'all this. Howie Roseman has said it many times. We need to go and sign our players. You got to bring great talent into this building. And you have to sign Jalen Carter. Carter's getting an extension. That's what's holding up. I'm telling you, that's what's happening. Okay, they're trying to rework Jalen Carter's extension. They're not making big move trades. They're not going out and signing it. So if you think they're going to go get Tariq Woolen or Brisker in the same free agents signing, they're not doing all that. So you can stop all that. Okay, that would be great. It's not happening. Okay, most of the damage that Howard Roseman's going to do is the draft. So if you are one of them Eagle fans that complaining about Howard Roseman not making moves, get over it. Get over it. The world does not revolve around you. The world does not revolve around what you want and what you think that they should do. Howie Roseman is going to do what he needs to do to be the best GM in football, and that is sign our core players. You rather have a guy like a Jalen Phillips over Jalen Carter? Like, make that make sense for me. You know what I'm saying? These guys are the two contracts you need to worry about the next year is Cooper and Quinion Mitchell. If you sign a bunch of free agents, you're not going to have that type of money. And you need those for draft picks. So everybody freaking out, calm your ass down, let it go, stop being a little baby, and let Howie cook. Okay? So I'm tired of the crying. I'm tired of the whining. I'm tired of the bitching and complaining. I'm tired of Eagle fans wanting everybody. And that includes any Eagle fan. If you think that Brisker is coming to Philly and you're going to sign Tariq Woolen and all, you're not. I'm newsflash you. Prepare for them to leave and go somewhere else that people are going to pay them. And it's not going to be in Philly. So you can stop all this. Oh, we're going to get Myles Garrett. You're not. You're not. If we make a trade, it's going to be a basic trade. So get all the Brisker hype and get all the Tariq Woolen and get ready because it's not coming to Philadelphia. Okay? You're not getting nobody like that. They're going to go somewhere else because we don't have the money to pay these guys. You got to pay Jalen Carter, your best D line tackle and your best defense lineman. You have to pay him. He needs a contract. My God, man, did you listen to Howie Roseman's press conference one bit, or were you just busy wanting to hear what you wanted to hear? Howie Roseman said we need to sign our players. What part did you not understand? If you listened to Howie Roseman and what he said, then you wouldn't be freaking out. But you didn't listen to him. So now you're over there freaking out. You're throwing a tantrum. You're over to why didn't we sign Reed? Why didn't we sign Nakobe Dean? Because you got to sign your players that you need in the building, like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis got standing. But you had to sign him. That's why Jalen Phillips is gone. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying Jalen Phillips what he wanted. I'm sorry. That was way over. They overpaid for him. He's not worth that type of money. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not, man. I'm not paying them that type of money. It's absolutely ridiculous what they got, man. So, everybody crying and bitching. Calm down. Calm down and let Howie cook, man. So, I appreciate you. Hit that like button and subscribe, man. Eagle fans need to understand that we can't afford everybody. And I'm tired of these Eagle fans crying and throwing attention on Twitter and act like 2-year-olds, or you got people on YouTube crying and bitching about Howie Roseman not making big moves. What did you want him to do? He said what he was going to do. You just didn't want to listen. There's a big difference. You're holding your hypes up for a Max Crosby, and you didn't listen to the damn word Howie Roseman said. That's not my issue. That was your issue. Maybe you need to go and replay Howie Roseman's press conference because he said it many times. We need to lose players to order to keep players in the building. And that means losing Blankenship. And that means losing Nakobe Dean. And that means losing Jalen Phillips. So stop the crying. Stop it. It's embarrassing. You Eagle fans are crying over Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman's not doing what you want him to do. Okay? He's going to do what's best for this franchise. And that is paying Jalen Carter. That's why the thing is holding up. Why you're not seeing moves right now is because they're trying to get Carter done. You need to pay Cooper DeJean. You don't have enough money to go and sign every free agent. Okay? That's how you win championships. You win championships by drafting well. And that's what the Eagles are going to do the most damage. So if you want a corner, you're getting one in the draft. If you want a safety, well, prepare one for the draft. Okay? So if we do sign a Brisker, it's going to be a 1-year cheap deal. He's not a long term. It's not going to be over top. I'll be shocked. But you're over there crying about, why didn't we sign Deshaun Wright? Because we don't need a Band-Aid corner. We don't need a Band-Aid corner. We need to go and draft a corner. Why would we sign a Deshaun Wright when we're trying to pay Jalen Carter? You need to stop and listen to Howie Roseman, what he said. I need you to understand. This free agency is not going to be fun for y'all. And it's not fun for me, trust me. I would love to go and sign different guys every time, but that's not how it works. When you're winning championships, you have to sign your players, man. The bad teams sign free agent moves, and they don't win championships at the end of the day. They're not in the bowl. They're not on at February playing in the Super Bowl. They're not playing in January. They're home. They're home. They're for the bad teams. So when they're spending money, are they going to be there in January? Are they going to be in February? That's the question you need to answer. All these, we should have signed this guy. Who? Who did you want Howie Roseman to go get? Did you listen to his press conference? Because if you did, you wouldn't be so upset. I mean, Howie Roseman said you need to lose players to order to keep players in the building, and it's going to be tough. And things are going to be tough for Eagle fans. You just got to bear with me. We freaking out last year over shit, and then Howie goes out and has a great draft, man. Calm down. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Eagle fans crying over a corner that signed with the damn Jets. Come on, man. It's ridiculous, bro. It's embarrassing. Knock it off. And then you one point you're hating Howie Roseman, and the next one you love him. Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how these Eagle fans want to, Howie's not doing nothing. What did you want him to do? He told you what he was supposed to do. You didn't listen. You were busy in your little head. I don't know what you want me to say. He said we got to lose players to keep our players, man. Which means you got to lose Blankenship to keep a Jalen Carter. In order to lose players, you got to keep players, man. It's a business. I don't understand the stupidity from some of these Eagle fans. You out here want to spend money, and then when we don't have money for Cooper DeJean next year, and we don't have money for Quinyon Mitchell, and we lose Jalen Carter, you're going to be the first one to bitch and complain that Howie's a bad GM. So no, I don't blame Howie for doing what he's doing now. He's doing what he needs to do. Let these players go, and we get comp picks for them, and we're going to draft well. Okay? Nakobe Dean, I'm sorry, but bye. Bye. You're not keeping him. We knew that. Why are you freaking out? Why are you freaking out? You're not sitting a number one pick on the bench. I don't care how much you think Jahad Campbell was. Listen, I think people need to relax on Jahad Campbell. He was a rookie. He didn't play that much. People already shooting the gun that he's a bust. God damn, he didn't play a whole season. And we always throwing the label, he's a butt. Damn. Really? That's what we do now? It's crazy, man. Because he didn't impact right away. He was on the bench because Nakobe Dean was playing. And now he gets a chance to play. So we got to calm down, man. We got to stop acting like, everybody should be coming to Philadelphia. Listen, if that was the case, then everybody would have every free agent move out there, and they would be making more moves in free agency. And it doesn't work like that. You need to sign your players. And I think the move is we're going to sign Jalen Carter soon. I think that is the move. I think that is what's holding up. Jalen Carter will get extended. I'm calling it. I think that is the move. I think Jalen Carter or one of these guys, either Dallas Goedert, is going to be brought back. I think it's Jalen Carter, man. We got Nakobe Dean. We do got Nakobe Dean placement. Jahad Campbell. Nakobe Dean has not stayed healthy. That's why you drafted Jahad Campbell. And you got Eagle fans crying over Reed Blankenship's the most overrated fucking safety. I don't know why you're bitching and complaining. He's the most overrated safety. Is he okay? Was he okay? I could go get Brisker and he would do a lot better than Reed Blankenship. Now, I like Blankenship, but I don't think he's world top beater type safety money that I'm willing to pay him. No, I don't think so. He's not a world beater. He's not Derwin James. He's none of these guys. We will be fine without Reed Blankenship. Trust and believe that we will be all right without him. Okay, I wish him nothing but the best. I'm glad they didn't go to Dallas, but I'm cool, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I believe in Howie. I do too. I think Howie's going to get Jalen Carter extended. I think that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the Jalen Carter trade rumors. Oh, we're the Packer fans over there trying to say, let's make Jalen Carter a Pack. Man, get your goofy ass on. We're not trading no Jalen Carter to y'all. You got nothing to offer, Green Bay Packer fans. Weird as hell. They always wanted players, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford them. How are you going to afford Jalen Carter? You can't afford them. You can't afford them. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how these people think that they're going to afford everybody. Packer fans annoying themselves now. They're like Patriot fans. They think they're going to get everybody. You know what I'm saying? If they want to keep Dean, Reed, and Phillips, you can kiss Carter goodbye. Yeah. And I'm glad they didn't do that. Because that would be the lowest, dumbest, low IQ move Howie would have done. Good thing they didn't listen to some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then I got one person telling me, oh, Jalen Carter's not worth that money. You're an idiot if you don't think that. Jalen Carter's literally your best defensive player on your football team. You're paying him more than Jordan Davis. I mean, the stupidity that some Eagle fans come with, I'm glad you're not GMs and how he is. That's what I'm glad of. Let's trade A.J. Brown because I don't like his... Shut up, man. I'm not trading A.J. Brown because you're in your feelings. No, if I trade A.J. Brown, it's because I get a lot for him. Good thing you're not a GM. Good thing you're not a GM trying to trade Jalen Carter for Myles Garrett. I'm not trading a 25-year-old for a 31-year-old. Absolutely not. That's bad business. Good thing you're not GMs. I'm thankful that Howie's my GM and you're not. Because I'd be miserable. You know what I'm saying? If we want to keep Dean, yeah, I agree. You got to keep Carter. You got to keep Quinyon Mitchell. You got to keep Cooper DeJean. And that is your priorities. So everybody crying about Howie not making moves, shut up, man. Shut up and go watch the press conference and you'll feel a lot better of what they're doing. Because if you didn't listen, let me tell you, Howie has said, we're not going out and spending we got to sign our players. And we're going to have to lose players, unfortunately, to gain players back. It means we're going to lose Jalen Phillips. We're going to lose, we already lost them, but those are the guys you got to lose. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay everybody. And unfortunately, you're going to be mad next year because you're not going to be able to pay everybody either. You know what I'm saying? So if you're mad right now, you better get used to it. You better get used to it. Okay, this is what happens when you win championship. Players go to other teams. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens. Look at the Seahawks. Look how many players they lost. You don't see their fans bitching and complaining. You know what I'm saying? If they want to keep, yeah, well, that's why they're not GMs. Bro, what do you think about? I don't give a shit. Why we talk about politics, man? We ain't doing that. He talk about why I'm vaping. I don't. Who the fuck is this guy, man? Who the fuck is this guy? Get man, bye. You coming in and talk about Israel like this is a political channel, man. This is Eagles channel, bro. We don't talk politics over here. Go have a seat, man. I believe in Howie. I do too. I think Howie Roseman has done a great job. I think Howie Roseman's done a great job, and I'm not mad with the moves he's made. You know what I'm saying? So far, no one is really doing anything special. The Cowboys signed a bunch of nobodies. They're the Washington Commanders for next year, man. I'm telling you, they're going to be the Commanders of last year. They do nothing, and it's funny how Cowboy fans think they're so bad. You signed a bunch of bums. Congratulations. They don't do nothing. They're not impressive. Jerry Jones out here spending money like it's water. And you know what? Good for them. Good for them. If they think that's going to help them, hey man, more power to them. Howie Roseman's done a great job, and he's going out and signing guys that need to be signed, like a Jalen Carter. He needs to bring Jalen Carter back. That is our priority. That's why things are happening the way they are. They're trying to get Jalen Carter extended. John Clark has reported that the Eagles are trying to extend him before Jalen Phillips was a Carolina Panther. So they're working on a contract extension. That is probably why the holdup is happening. So everybody freaking out and throwing a fit and whining and bitching and stomping their feet because they didn't get a player. Stop, man. Stop. Stop. Because if you watched Howie Roseman's press conference, you would know exactly what he was doing. It's not my fault you didn't listen. I listened. That's why I'm not mad. That's why I'm not over here throwing a tantrum. Why did we get this player? Because we don't need him. That's why you have to draft. You know what I'm saying? We're not going out and spending money. We don't have that type of money. So y'all need to stop complaining. You're not getting Tariq Woolen. That wasn't the priority. The priority was to sign Jordan Davis. The priority was to sign Jalen Carter. The priority was to try to bring Phillips back. It didn't happen. Now you got to go sign Jalen Carter back. The priority is to get Quenya and Cooper DeJean to be your future players for years to come. Not to go sign a measly one-year cheap deals for basic players that are not going to be your future plans. Okay? Going and getting Brisker would be great, but the problem is Brisker is going to probably go somewhere else and going to get more money. Okay? We're probably drafting the eighth. So, all this hype, like, listen, if it happens, it happens, but don't expect it. Don't expect it. Listen to what Howie said, man, and you would feel so much better because I'm not one throwing a tantrum. Everybody freaking out. Oh, why did we get Max Crosby? You already knew Max Crosby wasn't coming here. I don't know why you thought that. Just because you posted him in the Eagles jersey does not make him an Eagle. You can post any Eagle. You can post everybody in the Eagles jersey. That does not make him an Eagle. I don't care how many times you post Brisker in the Eagles jersey. It doesn't mean anything because Howie Roseman got to put it to pen and paper. And he's not going to do that, man. Jalen Carter, it has to get extension. I think that's what's holding up the why Howie has been quiet. I think either it's probably for Gennard, and I think it's Jalen Carter extension coming. I think two moves are happening. Maybe I think it's for Jalen Carter. I'm going to be real. I think Jalen Carter's getting in the bag soon. I'm just glad Reed and Dean didn't sign with the Cowboys. I'm glad that too, and I'm root for them. I hope they go and succeed. But I'm sorry, Reed Blankenship got overpaid. He's not worth that type of money. And you're not losing nothing without Reed. Trust me, we'll be fine without Reed. We were fine without Reed. Listen, Reed is a good safety, but he's not elite. He's not elite. He's not no Derwin James. He's not no Brian Dawkins. He's nothing like that. He's a good, serviceable safety. Good luck in Houston. Nakobe Dean's a great linebacker. I'm gonna miss him, but you had to make hard decisions, and unfortunately, you're not putting the Jihad Campbell on the bench again for Nakobe Dean. Sorry, it's not happening. They drafted Jihad Campbell. They drafted Nakobe Dean's replacement. You should have knew he was gone. That's why they drafted Jihad Campbell, to replace Nakobe Dean. So we knew he was gone. He wasn't coming back. And I don't think that we knew how good he was going to be. I mean, the way he played, good for him. He gets paid with the Raiders. And you know what? The Raiders are doing something special over there. I wish him nothing but the best. But you got to do what's right for the Eagles. And unfortunately, bringing Nakobe Dean was not the right move. You know what I'm saying? You need that money for Jalen Carter. So everybody throwing a tantrum, complaining how we don't make moves, stop, man. Because you didn't listen to the press conference. If you did, you wouldn't be bitching and complaining. But that's the problem with some of these Eagle fans. Every year they hype themselves up, and these Eagle contracts, not all of them, but some of them keep talking about Rex Crosby's going to the Eagles. No, he's not. He was never going to the Eagles. You lied to your fan base. Once again, I didn't do that. And that's why I'm not over there saying, hey, by the way, Eagles are going to make this one. No, they're not. They're not. They don't have enough money to do that. So I'm not the one complaining because I listen to Howie. And that's why I'm over there understanding that Howie has to sign players. And the money is not just for Howie to sign players, it's also for draft picks. You have to sign your draft picks. Where do you think the cap space comes from? You think they magically just sign draft picks overnight with no cap space? No, it don't work like that. You need money to sign these players. That's when you end up like the Bengals, who can't sign the first round pick until they have no choice. Or you don't want to be in that situation. This dude knows what he's talking. I think I do. Everybody wants a free agent until it's time to pay these other guys. And I love the fact that every Eagle fan think how he's supposed to go out there and trade for all these guys, sign all these guys. You think again, this is not Madden. You can't just go out and sign anybody you want to. It doesn't work like that. Okay? So if people are upset now, wait until you see the next 2 years. Because if you're mad about players leaving, well, I'm going to tell you something. We keep winning championships. That is exactly what's going to happen. And you better get used to it. So suck it up, sunshine. As my mom would say to me, suck it up, sunshine, and get over it. Suck it up and get over it. Suck it up, sunshine. That's what I would say to any Eagle fan that's bitching and complaining. How you don't make moves? He's not. He's going to make the moves that's going to help a franchise, like pay Jalen Carter. I'd rather have Jalen Carter over Jalen Phillips. Give me a Jalen Carter over a Kobe Dean. Give me a Jalen Carter over a Reed Blankenship. That's a basic safety. We acting like we lost tremendous talent. We lost guys that we knew we were going to lose since day one. What are we talking about? You knew they were going. Why are you bitching and complaining? We didn't lose nobody for real. We can replace these guys in the draft easily. Easily. You can replace the Kobe Dean anytime. Anytime. You already have his replacement. Jahad Campbell. All right? Jalen Phillips, you're probably going to make a trade for, or you're probably going to sign a free agent. He's not a world beater. He's not out here having 20 sacks. He had 2 sacks and 6 pressures. He's not worth that money, bro. I'm sorry. He's not. The Panthers overpaid for him. Good luck not winning more than 4 games next year. Congratulations on going to get in the bag. I guess he don't want to win another championship. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? Good for him. If he want to go get the bag, that's for it. I don't think it's going to last in Carolina for more than 2 years. Jalen Phillips is not worth losing Jalen Carter. I'm sorry, he's not. And Reed Blankenship, I'm sorry, but you can go and get someone better in the draft than him. It's the truth. Get out of your feelings. I'm just glad. Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't go to Dallas. This dude knows we talk. I think I do. Bro, I love your take, man. I'm curious, though. What's your take on Doxson? Jahad Doxson? I think that he got his money somewhere else. Listen, Jahad Doxson, he gets to play with he gets to be the receiver over there with the Falcons. And, he got his bag. He was another guy that wasn't coming back. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that Howie Roseman is my GM. Because some of these Eagle fans, I'm so glad they're not my GM. All this, let's trade A.J. Brown for Myles Garrett. Good thing you're not a GM. Good thing you're not a GM. Good thing none of y'all are really good GMs at all. And I'm so glad that Howie Roseman is my GM and not some of y'all. Let's trade Jalen Carter. Like I heard this guy said on Philly 500 stream. Shout out to Philly 500. I was watching it. He over there told me, let's trade Jalen Carter and 2 first-round picks. Why would I trade a 26-year-old for a 31-year-old Myles Garrett? Stop, man. Stop. You're smoking crack. That's embarrassing. That you want to trade. You want to trade a 25-year-old for a 29-year-old. I'm sorry. I'm not trading for Myles Garrett if I have to move Jalen Carter. Absolutely not. If I'm going to get Myles Garrett, I'm going to pair him with Jalen Carter. And then people think that we should trade Jalen Carter. We don't have enough money to. That's why we're trying to make money for Jalen Carter, to pay him. But you're over there bitching because he didn't pay him the Kobe Dean. A guy that can't stay healthy for more than 2 years. Wow. Yeah, let's back up the brick truck and sign this guy so we can sit a first-round pick linebacker that we drafted to replace him. We're not doing that. That's not happening. It is what it is. Phillips ain't no Myles Garrett. No, he ain't no Myles Garrett. And I'm sorry, Phillips got overpaid. Good luck winning good luck winning with the Panthers, who can only probably win more than what, 4 games. They're not going to the Super Bowl. So good luck. I mean, I guess it was worth it. Where's the new GM for Wee Man? Yeah, man. Where's the new GM? I'm sorry. Where's the new game for the Wee Man? I don't know what that means. Howie knows what he's doing. That's why I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I love how Eagle fans are bitching and complaining about how he don't make moves. Like, again, and they'd be bitching and complaining when Jalen Carter leaves. Oh, well, we should have signed. No, you can't sign him. You signed Brisker. I'm sorry, you signed all these other guys. You don't get it both ways, man. So we got to be smart. And Howie is a smart GM. He's going to get the best out of whatever opportunity he can get, whether it's a trade. He'll make a trade probably or two, but it won't be anything special. Okay, it's going to be a low, high risk reward trade that someone's going to say, oh, who is this? That's going to be probably a debt move. Okay, it's not going to be no Myles Garrett. It's not going to. If you think they're going to go out and spend money on a free agent pass rusher, they're going to go out and spend money on a safety. They're not. They're not. They're not. If Brisker comes, it's going to be like a 1-year deal, a 1-year, maybe a 2-year deal that is bare minimum. That's not worth a lot. That it's going to be a low cost reward. That he's going to probably be a free agent next year or something like that. That's going to come in and prove himself and get a bag somewhere else. That's probably what's going to be. So if you think they're going to pay money for a corner, you're mistaken. You haven't listened to Howie Roseman. And you need to get your head out of the guts. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, he said what he was supposed to do. And some of these Eagle fans are freaking out. And they over there talking about how he needs to do this. This is why you're not a GM. This is why you're not a GM. You know what I'm saying? This is why you're where you are as a fan. Where you work a 9-to-5 job. And you're not a GM for the Eagles. And this report is so stupid. This is why I don't believe this report at all. I've seen this report. Why would the Eagles go and trade for Patrick Queen? That makes no sense. Think about it. And listen, the Eagles are not. I seriously doubt the Eagles are really interested in Patrick Queen. I think they called for him. You know what I'm saying? If they trade for Patrick Queen, then I would be scratching my head because, like, you drafted a linebacker in the first round. Patrick Queen can't cover. So, I mean, unless they're going to put him an edge rusher, I mean, would I not mind Patrick Queen? I mean, he would be okay. But I don't understand that move. It would make no sense. It would make no sense. He's 28 years old and he can't cover. I mean, what are you going to do? Sit Jahad Campbell on the bench again? At that point, you just trade him. At that point, you trade him and you get back what you could get back from him. Because if you're going to waste another year of him, then you trade Jahad Campbell at this point. Why waste his talent, man? So I don't believe that report, bro. I think that's a crappy report. And that's why you got to be careful with reporters, bro. Because they out here on Twitter just saying stupid stuff. Why would the Eagles go out and get a Patrick Queen when they just let Nakobe Dean walk because they're too stacked the linebacker? So unless one of these guys are getting traded, like if you trade for Patrick Queen, guess who's out the door? Zach Bond. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. Or you're training one of these guys. Who are you training? Who are you training? Because you can't keep everybody. Like, that's what I'm thinking. If they get Patrick Queen, then Zach Bond is getting traded. It's no question about it. And people could think, oh, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. Because where would Patrick Queen play? If you have to move someone, you're not trading a guy you just drafted. Unless they think Jahad Campbell's a waste and they're just going to move on from him, which would be a stupid move because then why would you draft him? Why would you waste your picks for Patrick Queen when you already have Exactly. It makes no sense to me. You know what we need? We need a corner. We need a safety. Unless he plays corner safety, I don't want him. I don't think the linebackers a necessary need. I'll bring back Dallas and CJ. They're not bringing CJ Garner-Johnson back. That's another thing we need to stop. They're not bringing CJ. Dude, they had a chance to bring CJ back last year. They said, nope, we don't want him. They had a chance. They literally traded CJ Garner-Johnson because they didn't want to deal with him. They're not bringing CJ back. As much as I would want him to come back, I would love CJ. They're not bringing CJ back. They're not going to go and sign CJ Garner-Johnson when they try to get rid of him last year. They said many times they don't want CJ back. They had a chance to sign him back after the Texans cut him. They didn't want him back. They had a chance with the Raiders. They didn't want him back. They're not bringing CJ back. That's not happening. So that's another thing we got to stop. I mean, if they bring CJ back, then I'll be shocked. Because it'd be confusing. Because why the hell would you trade him in the first place? You had no point in trading him at that point. You know what I'm saying? They traded him for a reason. Because they didn't want him in the locker room. Okay, they're not bringing him back. All right, so that conversation needs to die. It needs to die real quick. It's not happening. And again, there's nothing really happening. Um, no one is really going out there and making splash moves. The Eagles are not going out here and signing big moves because they don't need to. What they need to do is sign Jalen Carter. They need to sign Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. They need that money for it. You know, if they go sign a Briscoe, it's going to be a low risk reward. Maybe like a 3-year deal, maybe, because he's 26. But I don't think they're going to sign a safety, man. I think they're going to draft one more likely to pair up with Makuba. You know what I'm saying? But it is. Look at it. You know, look at the Eagle. Look at it. And this is the problem. If you listen to Howie Roseman, this is the problem. Tariq paired with Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, match made in heaven. Did you not listen to Howie Roseman? Were you busy just in your head? And I love Thomas R. Peterson, but he didn't listen either. Why are you talking about other free agents? The guy that we need to worry about is getting Jalen Carter. Like, it's not happening. Like, this is the problem. You didn't listen to Howie Roseman. Tariq Woolen ain't coming. You could say goodbye to him. He's not coming to Philly. He's not coming to Philly. You could say goodbye to Tariq Woolen. That would be great in fantasy world. I'm sure you will love it. Oh, because what? He posted it. Like, this is what we do. This is what we do. Because what? He did the same. What does he do? He posts a dot. That could be anything. He could be going back to Seattle. You never know. I mean, I don't understand that. Like, if you listen to Howard Roseman, then you can already say goodbye to Tariq Cohen because it's not happening. Tariq Woolen, whatever his name is. The Lions signed Isaiah Pacheco. Good. It's not better than David Johnson. I'm sorry, not David Johnson. David Montgomery. He's not. Good running back for them. But again, they already have Gibbs. I don't understand that move. Reports that Schefter on A.J. Brown pursuit Adam Schefter list starts the end New England. That's the term that he has been watched all season. Yeah, they're not trading A.J. Brown. You can shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing that too. Oh, A.J. Brown's getting traded. I told you he's not getting traded. They're not trading him. And the Eagles, if you think, and for people to think they're going to trade Jalen Carter, if you think Howie's asking for a lot for A.J. Brown, what the hell do you think Jalen Carter's worth? Let's be real. What do you think Jalen Carter is going to be worth? I'm thinking of a whole ransom right there. So the Packers, I mean, they're not getting Jalen Carter. No one is getting Jalen Carter. We're extending Jalen Carter. And the price and asking price would be too much for a lot of teams. Especially if you want to be contenders. You know what I'm saying? If a team wants to give up a lot for Jalen Carter, hey, be my guest if you want to get robbed. But if you think we're asking way too much for AJ, Jalen Carter's way more. Trust and believe that. But yeah. Tariq Woolen is not that good. I wouldn't mind Tariq Woolen. It's just we're not getting him. Howie Roseman has said we're not going out and spending a lot in free agency. We have to sign our players. He said it. You have to lose players to sign your players. And unfortunately, good players have to leave. And that includes Reed Blankenship. And that includes Nakobe Dean. And that includes Jalen Phillips. And that includes all these other guys like Jahan Dotson. It's a business. And you have to sacrifice players to get players back, unfortunately. And guys like Dallas Goedert needs to be paid. I think those are the two moves you got to make. Dallas Goedert costs a cap hit. You got to bring him back. You got to sign Jalen Carter back. You got to make moves that unfortunately will sacrifice that are sacrificed. But unfortunately, that's why you have the draft. And Howie's done a great job in drafting, and I trust him. So I'm not worried about losing these players because at the end of the day, Howie's going to fix that. And we knew that Howie Roseman was probably going to lose a lot of players in free agency. We knew Nakobe Dean wasn't coming back. Why are we bitching? Why are we crying? He was gone. Right? We heard reports he wasn't coming back. We over there crying, Nakobe Dean, Reed Blankenship. Why? You already knew he was gone. If you listen to Howie Roseman, you wouldn't be throwing a tantrum. He said we have to lose players to get players back. You have to lose good players to get players. Good players have to leave for order to get players back. And that includes losing Blankenship. So get out of your feelings. Is it sad? Not to me, because I'm not a fan of Blankenship. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's okay, but he's not world. I'm not paying him top money. What he was asked for? Absolutely not. I could go in the draft and get a better safety, way better safety than him. He's okay, but he backing up the brake truck for him. No, thank you. No, thank you. Tariq Woolen was getting cooked a lot. I don't want him. Again, it could be also the system. It could be also the system. Again, I think it would be good with Fangio. But again, it's not happening. We're more likely to sign Jalen Carter, and then probably that's it. That's probably going to be the only move. Like I don't know what people expect the Eagles to do. It's going to be quiet free agency. So if you expect big moves from Howard Roseman, then again, what my mama was telling me, suck it up, sunshine. It ain't happening. Suck it up, sunshine. Get over it. Move on. It's not happening. This is what happens when you're a championship football team. You have to do some things like not have a fun free agency. Not everything's fun. Not everything's going to be what you want. Not every player's coming to Philly. Not everybody's going to be an Eagle. Not everybody is going to be an Eagle jersey. It doesn't work like that. Howie cannot go out and sign every player that you want. Okay? It doesn't work like that. Other teams have to sign other players too. So you're over there crying about Howie not signing this. Howie has told you you have to lose players to get players back. And that includes losing Blankenship. And that includes Nakobe Dean. And that includes losing Jalen Phillips. You should have knew that. It's not my fault you didn't watch the press conference. Go back and watch it. And then you'll feel a lot better of what Howie's doing. Because if you watch the press conference and you listen to what he said in free agency, and when they asked him about Nakobe Dean, he said you got to lose players to get players back. And that includes losing those guys. Like, we do this every free agency. I feel like Eagle fans panic every time. For what? For what? You know Howie Roseman. You know what he does. Comp picks. He does it every year. And every year you bitch and complain. And every year you throw a tantrum. You act like he's the worst GM in football. And then when he goes and cooks in the draft, you're back on his good side. Make that make sense for me. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. Like, I feel like y'all don't give Howie Roseman his respect when he's shown many times he's a great GM. He's shown it many times he's a two-time Super Bowl GM for a reason. These GMs don't even have, most of these GMs don't even have a Super Bowl. And you're over there throwing a tantrum because Howie don't make a move? Come on, bro. Like, would it be nice to go out and sign every free agent? Absolutely. It would make so much easier. We can go out and have an unlimited cap space where we can just go sign anybody. I'm sure every team would want that. But that's not how it works. You got a cap budget, and you got to fit it into what you need. You need Jalen Carter back. You need Quinyon Mitchell back. You cannot pay everybody. So everybody freaking out, again, suck it up, sunshine, and get over it. Let it go. Oh, well, Howie's quiet. Well, maybe because they're trying to sign Jalen Carter, who they've been talking about extension for a while. Maybe that's why the holdup is happening. Put two to two together. I thought Goddard Goddard's gone too. Sorry to break it to you. We're probably drafting the tight end in the first round. Let me break it to you now. Dallas Goedert is gone. So get all the tissues, get all the little boxes you want for the tissues. Start wiping your tears because Goddard's gone too. Sorry. So, you can wipe your tears because he's gone. Anybody else you want? Because they're gone. You can't pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that's the way it works. Get over it. I know it hurts. You'll be fine. You'll be good next day. I thought Goddard would be gone, but he is gone. He's not coming back. The Eagles have said they're not bringing him back. You know what I'm saying? They would like him back, but he's gonna get paid somewhere else. He's probably gonna go somewhere like Washington, or maybe even Dallas. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They would be a team to do it. And you know what? Hey, good for them. Dallas did nothing really. Like I'm really not impressed with Dallas so far. You signed a safety from the Cardinals, a B minus. You signed a guy from the Broncos, a nobody. PJ Lock. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you go out and you don't get you don't have no linebackers, no corners. You sign a bunch of edge rushers. You traded for a defensive end that was about to get cut from the Packers. And I'm supposed to sit there and shaking my boots? No, I don't. I think that you're the Commanders from last year. You signed a bunch of nobodies. Congratulations on the Dallas Cowboys once again showing why they're the dumbest franchise for a long ass time. They're not going to do shit. Good job on the Dallas Cowboys being the stupidest franchise. They're the dumbest. They didn't do shit. What impact move did they make? What impact move did they make? What move did they make that's, oh my God, they're good? They didn't do shit. They thought they were getting Max Crosby. Wrong. They thought they were going to get this guy. Wrong. They thought they were going to get Nakobe Dean and Blanchard. These Cowboy fans are just happy to be irrelevant for a change, for free agency. They're happy to get a player. It's not going to help them. Christian Parker going to be Juan Castillo. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be Juan Castillo. They're not going to build around him the right way. I'm telling you right now, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Because while we sit there and we enjoy another Lombardi, they're going to be over there hoping that Jerry Jones retires, or they're going to want to fire Christian Parker, and we're going to be the one saying, you remember when you said you were going to the Super Bowl after free agency? You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. None of these guys impactful. None of these guys really scare me. Rashad Gary is garbage. Don't think he's elite at all. Good job. You have now you got 5 defensive players that you got to pay. Plus you got to pay Quentin Williams soon. Good luck with that one because you got to pay the man soon. So good job on Jerry Jones. Way to trade for a 29-year-old that you got to pay in the next 2 years. The dumbest franchise is the Dallas Cowboys, and Cowboy fans are too stupid to not understand that. You got to pay Quentin Williams in 2 years. Good job. Way to show you're Super contenders. Get out of my face, man. Trash. They're overrated. Overrated as hell. They're gonna lose Quentin Williams in the next 2 years, and you know what? They're not gonna win shit. They're trash, man. They're trash. They're pathetic. The Commanders didn't do shit. They're not doing nothing special. The Giants go and sign a bunch of free agents from Baltimore. They're a laughingstock. You know what I'm saying? We're in a great situation. I'm not worried about nobody. Tariq Woolen was getting cooked a lot. I don't want him. Well, if he gets cooked, he's better than. Hey, listen, man. I think he needs to change scenery. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm not worried about him. Raiders fan, thanks for Nakobe Dean. Hey, bro, hopefully he can stay healthy. Hey, listen, Nakobe Dean is a great player. He's going to be a great leader for y'all. All you got to worry about is his health. Other than that, he's a great player. I have nothing bad to say about Nakobe Dean. I'm just glad he didn't go to Dallas. And I get to laugh at Cowboys fans. Nakobe going to Dallas? No, he's not. He's going to the Raiders. That's what happens when you try to report and act like you know what you're talking about. All these Cowboy fans, Nakobe Dean going to Dallas. Now you're over there looking bad. You know what I'm saying? I knew he wasn't going to Dallas. Nakobe Dean knows Dallas stinks. Why would he want to go to a trash franchise? You know what I'm saying? You thought granted Christian Parker was going to help you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad he didn't go to Dallas. Now he gets to go to the Raiders, and I can root for him. Because seeing him in the Dallas jersey, I ain't gonna lie, would make me sick. It would make me sick. Now I would understand it, but it is weird. You know what I'm saying? The fucking Cowboy fans think they're gonna get Max Crosby. Yeah, we're gonna get Max Crosby. No, you're not. No, you're not. And the Raiders didn't want to send you them. The Raiders laughed at y'all. Because you're bums. You don't deserve shit. Max Crosby going to Dallas. He wants to be a Cowboy. The fuck you want to be a Cowboy for? You haven't won shit in 29 years. Nobody want to be a fucking Cowboy. Only the Cowboy players think Cowboy players want to be Cowboys. Anybody in free agency want to go to Dallas. That's the last resort. Like, you sign a bunch of nobodies. Oh, I get paid to be a Dallas Cowboy with a star? Who the fuck want to be a Cowboy? You're bums. You don't do shit. You haven't won shit in 29 years. You're jokes. Jerry Jones is old and encrypted, and he's about to take a dirt nap soon. You're trash. Who the fuck want to be with y'all? You don't know how to win. The fuck you want to be a Cowboy for? Why would anybody want to go to that fucking fraud-ass team? You haven't been America's team, and you acting like you upcoming. They over there hyping up the fact they got Rashad Gary. Trash. He's trash. What did he do in Green Bay? He got replaced immediately. They went out and got, who else? They got the Colts, what's his name? Franklin, what's his name? Zakir Franklin. They replaced him immediately. They didn't lose any sleep by let him go. They were going to cut his ass regardless. And the Cowboys were like, let's give him a 2027 round pick. They're trash, man. They want to be the Eagles so bad. They go sign Christian Parker. And then you can fire him when you blame him. I love it, man. I can't wait for excuses. Christian Parker's horrible. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for it. I think God is going to be back. No, he's gone. Dallas Goedert's not coming back. He's not coming back. All right? So, if he comes back, hey, that'll be great. But he's not coming back. The Eagles are not bringing him back. All right? So, again, if you're worried about Dallas Goedert leaving, well, I'm telling you right now he's leaving. Okay? He's leaving. And there's nothing you can do about it. You need to get the fuck over it. Respectfully. So far, no news. Patriot fans think they're getting AJ Brown. Pfft. Bro, you already signed your fucking receiver. Go away. Go fucking home. Why would he? And why would AJ want to play with fucking Drake, man? Your quarterback is ass. Why don't you go worry about drafting a quarterback? Patriot fans are doing. Oh, that means we're gonna get AJ also. Like Packer fans, they're gonna get Jalen Carter. These fans just say anything at this point, man. You know, yeah, you're gonna get Jalen. Why the hell would we trade you to the Packers? Why would we trade Jalen Carter in our conference, man? We're trying to win a championship, not lose the championship. Why would we trade our best pass rusher? I'd rather trade him to the fucking Raiders at that point. If I had a choice between trading to the Packers or the Raiders, I'd rather trade Jalen Carter to the Raiders, so I don't have to see him into the Super Bowl. Like, why would I trade him into my? If I'm Howard Rose, I would never trade him to the Packers. I would never trade him in a conference. That's the stupidest thing we could do. And we're not trading Jalen Carter, man. So I mean, all this Jalen Carter trade rumors, man, I think they called for him, but that don't mean we're trading him. But again, you know, the clown from ESPN and what's his name? Jeremy Fowler, the goofy dude who likes to instigate. The Eagles are trying to shop Jalen Carter. No, we're not. Where did you get that from? Because what I heard was the Eagles have been inquired by calls for Jalen Carter, but they're not intentions of trading him. They want to sign him. But, you know, hey, they can't get A.J. Brown news now because it's pretty much dead. Now they got to go to the next best thing. Again, these reporters are crazy, man. You can't even pay George Pickens. No, they franchise tag him. And they franchise tag the kicker, man. They're horrendous, man. The Cowboys are trash. I don't worry about them. I don't lose sleep by any division. I don't think the Giants got better. I think they signed a bunch of nobles. I think the Giants are going to be what they are. It's trash. Like, I'm sorry. You signed Isaiah Likely, a guy that couldn't even make Baltimore elite. This is a guy that drops footballs. Good luck with that one. You know what I'm saying? The Baltimore Ravens said, no, we don't want to pay you. We'd rather go pay the same tight end that's produced for us. And, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But these people think they know football. It's amazing. It's amazing how these people think because the Giants sent a bunch of guys, oh, now they're better. Man, what? I didn't know free agency win you championships. You know what I'm saying? I think the move is going to be signing Jalen Carter. I think that is why the news is going to break soon. The Eagles are signing Jalen Carter. You heard it first. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think Jalen Carter you have to pay Jalen Carter. Number one, you save cap space by extending him. So the Eagles are going to save, I think, $5 million or $10 million, I believe, by extending Jalen Carter. So it's going to open cap space up, which you need. You're covering the mic, brother. Am I? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, again, I'm on my computer, so I apologize. But yeah, let me see if I can do this. Hold up. Let me see if I can turn it the right way. Let me see if I can do it this way. No, I can't. You might have to suffer, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. My battery's kind of low. All right, let's see if I can do it this way. Let's see. Sorry about that. And if you know that light bulb, man, I just have to bring common sense back, man. I have to bring common sense. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Can y'all see me? Y'all see me? I know the sun is in your eyes. You just got to deal with it for a second, man. There's nothing I really can do about it. All you know is you probably can see me. That's all that matters. There you go. Yeah, the sun's in my eyes. It's weird. But no. So far, there's no moves happening. Like I said, the Eagles are not going out and signing anybody that everybody wants, man. And Matthews, Jalen Carter needs to be extended. That is, I think that's what they're waiting for, and I think that's what they're trying to get done. So everybody need to calm down, and understand Howie Roseman is doing his job, and that is his job is to sign players he needs to sign back. Okay, look at this. The Patriots now are unlikely to lay. Oh, duh! We've been telling you that. The scoop ball finally got through his head. The Patriots are unlikely to lay in the spot for A.J. Brown to sign Romeo Doubs. You weren't getting A.J. Brown regardless. I like how they now come into realization. They're finally learning how to cope right. So now you can shut the fuck up with putting A.J. Brown in the Patriots uniform, and you can leave us alone now. You know, I've been telling Patriot fans they weren't getting it. Now the reporter comes on and says the Patriots ain't getting it. You sure already knew that. Why would we take a dead cap hit? What would be the benefit of doing that? And any Eagle fan think that we should take a dead cap hit to trade A.J. Brown because they're upset? Get over it. Stop being a weenie. Stop being a weenie. Stop wearing a thorn around your wife's fucking kitchen, man. Grow some pair of balls. And that's my logic. There's no point in trading A.J. Brown. Trade A.J. Brown for who? Trade him for who? Bunch of picks? Like, it makes no sense. Some of you Eagle fans are emotional. You need to shut up sometimes, and you need to let Howie Roseman cook, man. That's all I gotta say. Like, honestly, like, this is why you're not a GM, and Howie Roseman is the GM. Because some of y'all would make horrible decisions, and some of y'all would hurt this fucking franchise. I really believe so. You know, y'all here trying to, let's trade Jalen Carter. We out here should trade A.J. Brown. And that's why you're not a GM. That's why you're not a GM. This is why you're not a GM and Howie Roseman is. Because some of y'all would kill this franchise. If you were a GM for one day, you would literally destroy this franchise in a heartbeat. It wouldn't take you 24 seconds to realize you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's as simple as that. That's why you need to stay in the fans' place and let the GM cook. You know what I'm saying? Let the GM cook, man. Gino got sent to the side. Yeah, I saw that. That was. Hey, man, he can't get a break. I agree with you. You know who else can't get a break? Micah Fitzpatrick. Why would he want it? Why would you trade him to the Dolphins? Are horrendous, man. The way they treat their players, my God. You trade him to the Jets. Shit. A.J. Brown got to grow up a bit. No, but here's the thing, man. A.J. Brown is A.J. Brown. And yes, do I think A.J. Brown, it needs to mature a little bit? Absolutely. But everybody want him to be perfect. And what he said wasn't wrong. The offense was horrible. It was. And I want to thank Miami Dolphins for taking Kevin Patullo, because if they think their coach is going to somehow get a great pass corner, he's going to get fired too. But you know what? If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I think that Sean May is going to come in there and give A.J. Brown a chance to succeed. And that's why you brought him in. But everybody thinking, oh, A.J. needs to go so it can... Because we hurt Devontae's confidence. Why would what are you talking about? Devontae Smith's confidence is not hurt by having A.J. Brown on the field. Shut the hell up. Stop being dumb. Okay? That's the dumb shit I don't understand from Eagle fans. Hey, A.J. Brown needs to be traded just like the Seahawks. Shut up, bro. Just shut up and lay down. And be quiet. Shh. Yeah, shh. Hush. That's why some of y'all are dumb. That's why we have the low IQ fan base, and that's why Eagle fans be called the low IQ fan base. Because some of this shit is stupid. Let's trade Devontae Smith let's trade A.J. Brown and keep Devontae. That's why you're dumb. You're dumb. You don't know football. And I'm tired of hearing this stupidity coming from dumb Eagle fans. If you're one of them Eagle fans that think we should trade A.J. Brown because Devontae needs to blossom, shut the fuck up. And that's simple as that. And I don't care how many people get offended. You're an idiot. You don't trade a guy because you're in your feelings. You trade a guy. We're not trading A.J. Brown. He's part of the plan for winning the championship. You don't win a championship without A.J. Brown. Okay? A.J. Brown is staying. He's not getting moved. I'm tired of hearing about it. And if we do trade A.J. Brown, guess what? We're going to get a lot back for him. Whether people like it or not. Okay? We're not trading Jalen Carter. You can stop right there. Well, you can't pay everybody. You don't know how Roseman is. And that's why we can't pay everybody. You're right. Blankenship, buy. Jalen Phillips, buy. Nakobe, buy. Pryor, buy. He just got picked up by the Cardinals. Good luck with him. He stinks. A dead piece. Buy. John Oxen, buy. You're right. We can't pay everybody. That's why they're gone. Now we can. Now we can go get Jalen Carter extended. Hey. Again, I'm not worried when it comes to Howie Roseman, man. Howie Roseman is the smartest GM in football, and that's why some of y'all need to just be a fan. Be a fan. Stop thinking you know Howie Roseman's job. Oh, we got to trade age. I love how these experts think we should trade everybody. Let's trade Jalen. We should trade Jalen. Who the fuck is y'all? You're not helping us. You know what you're doing? You're just mad because we know what we can do with A.J. Brown, and they're scared. They're scared of what Jalen Hurts can be. They're going to be really, really frightened when AJ stays and we win another championship. They know damn well if we had an offensive coordinator, the Seahawks would never won a Super Bowl. And they're afraid of competition. They're afraid that we will whip the fuck out of anybody that plays us. And we will. If our coach can stay out of the offensive coordinator's business and keep his head out of other shit that don't have anything to do with him, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's up to our head coach if he can keep his nose out of the offensive coordinator's business and not be involved. But we'll see. But I'm sorry. I think that we're still Super Bowl contenders. I don't think it changed anything. I think you lost free agents, but they're easy to replace. You know what I'm saying? But everybody freaking out about how he don't do nothing. Again, man, if you go watch the press conference, you wouldn't be freaking out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry that you fell for the hype, man. I have it. I have to deal with dummies in Raiders hat. So yeah, I understand. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And honestly, it's like, I'm just glad the Max Crosby shit is over with, man. Honestly, I think the Raiders actually fleeced the Ravens. Honestly, I don't think he's going to do shit with the Ravens. I'm sorry. I think the Raiders fleeced them. What did they get? 2 first-round picks for a guy that I mean, if they don't win a chance in the next 2 years, that's absolutely fleece job. It's a Max Crosby. I'm sorry. They gave away too much for him. I'm sorry. The Ravens are in chance. They are. They are. And they got to pay Lamar Jackson soon, man. Good luck with that. They lost a bunch of free agents, too. You know what I'm saying? The Browns are signing guard Etten Jenkins to a 2-year deal. So the Packers lost a guard. And they over there worrying about Jalen Carter. Yeah. I think you need to go back and see if Howard can trade you Jurgensen. Maybe you'll give us a first-round pick for Jurgensen. What do you think? I mean, it's beautiful what the Eagles are doing, man. They're playing mind games, and I love it. Everybody freaking out. Well, you know what? Everybody's losing all these other free agents to their team, too. The Packers are not better by trading Gary, and they think they're going to get Jalen Carter. Come on, man. These fans are weird. These fans are weird. They think that we'll trade Jalen Carter. Why the hell would we trade him in a conference? Make that make sense for me. So, yeah, now the Browns have, they're building an offense over there. I mean, we'll see what the Browns do. They got a new coach over there. It is what it is. The Browns are signing former Packers star. Yeah. So, yeah, a guard is off the free agency. So now Brisker, I'm wondering where Brisker's going to go to. I wonder where Brisker got to be next. I mean, everybody else is leaving. Listen, you still got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You still got Brisker. I'm just talking about the free agents out there. You still got Njoku. The Eagles have been interested in Njoku. I think that the Eagles are going to make a move eventually, but I don't think it's going to be anything serious. Like I said, I think it's going to be either a Jalen Carter extension or someone that a low risk. You still got to pay Mann too, by the way. Brandon Mann got to get signed. I think that could be the move too. You got to pay Brandon Mann. No one is talking about that one. I'm talking about Jalen Carter get extension. Could we go get Brisker? Maybe, but I don't think this is the year where we sign big free agents. I don't see it. Tariq Woolen is still out there. It's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting. The Eagles and David Njoku have mutual interest. Tight end is getting a lot of attention. I don't know how true that is. But that is Corey. I don't know who that is. I don't think that's a reliable source. I'm not even going to take it with a grain of salt at all. Look at this idiot. Unpopular opinion. We're cooked if we keep unhappy A.J. Brown on this team. I want you to hear the stupidity. Unpopular opinion. Your opinion sucks and it shouldn't have been said. We're cooked if we keep an unhappy A.J. Brown on this team. How do you know he's unhappy? You a mind reader? You read minds now? You just know what AJ's thinking, huh? You just woke up and say, you know what, AJ Brown, I read AJ Brown's mind. This is why I say the Eagle fans are the most low IQ football fans. Some of them. The shit they say. How do you know he's unhappy? Did you talk to him? Did you FaceTime him? Or are you hearing what reporters got to say? The ones that don't even tell the truth. They swore down Max Crosby was coming to Philadelphia. They swore down Myles Garrett was coming. These are the same reporters you believe in. Come on, man. Stupid shit like that. A clown, man. A clown. Unpopular opinion. AJ Brown's unhappy. We got to get rid of him. The fuck up, man. And that's why you're not a GM. Eagles need a safety and edge rush. This shit that makes no sense. You're drafting a safety. You're not signing one of free agents, more likely. It's not happening. Okay? Why would we sign a free agent? You can draft a safety in the draft. There's so much safeties in this draft. Hell, if I could get Caleb Downs, and if he falls the way I'm thinking he's going to fall, I'll draft him. So if you get Brisker, I'm still drafting it. I'm sorry, but Brisker's not enough to me. He's not enough. I think you need more than one I'm sorry. You need more. I think you need two. I
I think you need to draft one. I think if you sign one, you still need to draft one, in my opinion. So let's look about the top remaining free agents. All right, let's take a look. Trey Henderson, Tariq Woolen, Rasheed Walker, offensive tackle, Chris Okongwu, tight end, Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Byard, Caden Ellis, Leo Chenell, Chris Paul, guard. All right, let me read it for the top so you understand position. Defensive, Trey Henderson, cornerback Tariq Woolen, offensive tackle Rasheed Walker, Chris Owuka-Kworo, tight end, safety Jaquan Brisker, safety Kevin Byard is still out there, linebacker Caden Ellis, linebacker Leo Chenell, guard Chris Paul, safety Nick Cross is out there, interesting. Defensive end Clavion Chasion, defensive end, quarterback Kyler Murray, O linebacker, off linebacker Bradley Chubb, wide receiver Tyreek Hill, offensive tackle Taylor Decker. Okay. I'm surprised Taylor Decker is not signed yet. I mean, I would not mind having him. It depends what he's asking for. Guard, I'm sorry, Elton Jenkins. I think he just got picked up. Calvin Austin the third, wide receiver. Deebo Samuel, Juan Jennings, Wyatt Teller, guard. Linebacker Bobby Carrier, the Giants. I don't want nothing to do with the Giants linebackers. They suck. Dallas Goddard, David Njoku, tight end. Both of them tight ends. DJ Reader and running back Rashad White. See, you got still a couple free agents. I think the next move is going to be. I don't know. I think Jaquan Brisker going to get paid somewhere. He's going to get money. Sounds like Eagles Twitter. No, it's from Ari Marov from My Sports Update. I mean, he's an NFL insider. He's an NFL insider. It's not an Eagles report. Trust me, I don't. I would told you if it was. No, it's from. That's just the remaining free agents. Jaquan Brisker is not picked up. I wonder where he's going to go to. I can see him going somewhere in the NFC. I don't think it would be the Eagles, but somewhere like Washington, maybe. Maybe. I hope not. I would love him in Philadelphia, but again, is he going to want a lot of money? These guys want a lot of money, man. You know, Brisker is young. You know, so the 49ers and the Packers and the Vikings are all teams to watch for Tariq Woolen. Again, another unrealistic source. I'm not even going to take that with a grain of salt. I don't think he's reliable. You got to be careful what you read sometimes. Wow, and Kobe Dean was offered a similar. Yeah, well, good. Fuck the Cowboys. I'm glad that Kobe Dean snaked the Cowboys. That's the funniest shit ever. I laugh every time I see Cowboy fans throw attention. You lost to Kobe Dean, but you lost him to you couldn't even get him. You know, the Kobe Dean said, "Fuck y'all." He ready to go to the Raiders. You know, so he didn't want to play with he didn't want to play with the star on his helmet. He knew you were a bunch of losers, and that's the truth. He didn't want to play with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Trey Anderson. I don't want Trey Anderson. He's too old. We don't need a 31-year-old. I mean, maybe for y'all, but I mean, I don't see y'all going after a 31-year-old. But yeah, appreciate your 5 people watching. Hit that like button. Again, it's a quiet free agency. Browns O-line investment so far in free agency. I don't give a fuck about the Browns. I don't know why this is in my timeline. But yeah, they've done a great job. Shout out to the Browns for updating the offensive line. Hopefully they can protect the quarterback. New coach. You know, that's what free agency is meant for bad teams. Teams believe that Osa Odighizuwa might be available for trade. Who the fuck is going to want to trade for Osa Odighizuwa? Yeah, the Cowboys are now starting to trade players because now they signed everybody. Now they can't afford it. Look, now they have to backtrack. So much for trying to win a change. Look at Jerry Jones again. Now they got to trade him. You know what I'm saying? Teams believe that DT Usa Digazua might be available for a trade. At Jones 9. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wouldn't want that dude, man? Doesn't he play for the Cowboys? No, man. He's a bum. Someone said, oh, yeah, everybody's going to line up for him. Who? Who would want him? He's a bum. He's an absolute bum, in my opinion. So, yeah, the center, and I'm sorry, Elton Jenkins, a 2-year, $24 million with $20 million guaranteed. The Browns are signing center, so the Packers just lost the center to the Browns. The Browns are paying offensive linemen. Good for them. Good for them. These families are insane, bro. The shit they say about AJ is crazy, man. Go be a Browns fan, bro. It's simple as that, man. You hate AJ so much, then go be another fan. So you don't have to see his ass so much if you hate him that bad. Just the shit they do, man. I hate some of these Eagle fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're scumbags, man. I don't like how they treat certain players, bro. Like they literally would they're emotional idiots, and they just annoy me. And good thing they're not my GMs. A good thing they don't have any input in what my organization does, because thankfully they don't run this organization ever. Fucking dummies. Some of them are dummies, especially ones on Twitter. It sounds like Eagles Twitter. It's not Eagles Twitter, man. It's not. Former Dolphins kicker Jason Sanders is signing a 1-year deal with the New York Giants. Wow. So a kicker is gone. So he signed with the Giants. Okay. Breaking news: Packers are signing former 49ers quarterback former 49ers wide receiver Sky Moore to a 1-year deal. Interesting. Yeah, they just lost Romeo Dobbs, so they need a replacement. Okay. Nice depth move. Again, none really is popping off. Nothing is really popping off. Nothing is really happening in free agency. Again, it's quiet. It's a quiet free agency. It's not going to pick up probably into like later tonight. I mean, they're making low signing moves, and the ones that Howard Roseman's probably waiting for are the ones that no one expects. Like, you know, if Quan Brisker lowers his price, I can see the Eagles doing it. But again, I don't know what he's asking for, and it's not been reported. It's not been reported, and we got to see, man. I think that there's a move coming, whether it's maybe a trade or not even. I'm not talking about high trade. I'm talking about low trade. You know, or I think it's just going to be a Jalen Carter extension. I think Dallas Goedert goes, and I think Jalen Carter's getting extended. Sounds like the Eagles' Twitter. I think I read that already. But yeah, I got 6 people watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. So yeah, pretty much afraid. See, nothing really is happening. Nothing is really happening. It's nothing really going on that's exciting. And listen, this is what Howie Roseman is doing. He's doing what he needs to do. You know, you're not going out and signing big time names. You don't have that type of, you know, leverage right now. You got to sign Jalen Carter. You're paying Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in the next 2 years. You need that cap space for your draft pick. So, you know, you're not going out and spending stupid money on players for what? 1-year deals? No, thank you. Or a bunch of deals that they're not going to help your team down the road, and you're going to lose great asset players down the road. No, thank you. You need cap space, man. Speedy Eagle, appreciate you for sending me this. I didn't just see this, so I just saw this. Yeah, Dallas Goedert is expected to move on from the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to sign everybody. You're not going to sign everybody. So now you probably need a tight end. And if that's the case, hey, wish Dallas Goedert about the best. But unfortunately, you know, he's 31 years old. And yeah, and that changes our plans in the draft. I think now you go tight end. I think now the Oregon kid is in play. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Now you lost Dallas Goedert. I think you need a tight end, man. I think you need another tight end. And we're going to see what Dallas Goedert goes. But I'm sure he's going to get signed somewhere, you know, and probably going to get a lot of money. The punter trade. Texas are trading Saints punter Kaya Kruger. Source says with team swapping a 6 and a 7th rounders in 2028. Damn, trading a punter. Never thought I would see that. That's crazy. So the Saints are trading a punter to the Texans are trading for a Saints punter. Wow. Okay. Yeah, nothing really happening. Really, not really no big moves. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is really popping out. I mean, one trade happened, I think today. And other than that, nothing really special. Nothing really special. Made some low trades with the Jets. Jets acquired Mika Fitzpatrick. But other than that, I mean, nothing really happening. And again, there's reports that the Eagles are losing Dallas Goedert. I mean, if that's the case, then, you know, now you got to go draft tight end. I think you got to go and get a tight end. You know, I would not be surprised we go make Brisk. We would not. I would not be surprised we sign Njoku. It would not shock me. I think that's a realistic option. Um, because they've been interested in a while, been interested in signing him for a while. We've been hearing his name ring. So don't be surprised if we can make a move for him. I don't know how much he wants, but you need a tight end. I personally would draft a tight end. I want the kid from Oregon. I really do. I like Sadiq. I think that he would be your number one tight end immediately. And he would be a weapon for this offense. But I think you still need to sign a tight end regardless because you don't know what the situation would be. Look, Justin Simmons would help the Eagles more than Saquon Barkley. What the fuck is people talk? What the like? Some of these people just say stupid shit, man. Whatever, bro. The stupidest stuff I've ever heard in my lifetime. Probably a weirdo just saying dumb shit. Again, this is why I don't take Twitter seriously. Just stupid shit like that, man. Yeah. So punter trade. Texans are trading Saints punter Kay Kruger. Source says to the with the team swapping the 6 and 6. Yeah, they swapped picks and they traded punter. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I'm really happening, and yeah, nothing really happened. The kicker just got signed by the Giants. Signed a kicker, Jason Sanders, good kicker. So Les Bowen just reported. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. He said there's a panic that there is some understanding that a dominant roster of 2 years ago is eroding piece by piece. Knowing something bad is coming, it doesn't make good. What the doesn't make it good? I don't know what he's going by. Okay. Again, if you're freaking out over players leaving, then suck it up, sunshine. That's all I gotta say, because you should have knew what was happening. I don't know why we're making a big deal out of it. You're not sending every fucking player. I'm sorry to say it. It's part of business. We gotta move on. Everybody wants all these players, but yet when we lose Jalen Carter, we lose one of these guys, we're gonna be bitching and complaining, blaming Hal Roseman. But then you were the ones that wanted all these other guys back. You can't keep them all. You can't. If that was the case, we would be able to keep Nolan Williams too, and we couldn't do that. But yeah, so far nothing really happening. Nothing really happening. I don't know what's going to happen, man. I think Howie is very quiet, and that usually means a move is coming. When Howie's quiet, there's something happening behind the scenes. You know there is. I think Jalen Carter's getting an extension. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to see extension for Jalen Carter. I think it's going to be either a restructured deal or extension. Something is coming. I feel like Howie's making a move somehow, some way soon. It's just a matter of time. The Eagles could lift. Again, nothing really. I thought it was a move. I guess not. And I'm seeing if anything pops up. I'll let you know. But yeah, nothing really happening. It's a quiet free agency. You still got some players out there. Jaquan Brisker's out there. David Njoku's out there. You got some good players. You got a lot of good players in this free agency still that you can go and get. But like I said, I don't think the Eagles are going to spend a lot in free agency. Don't expect the Eagles to go out and make big moves. They need to sign their players, man. But I can see a Brisker being signed here. I can see it. I mean, if you don't get a lot of money, hey, take a 1-year deal and come to Philly. Njoku could be an option. If Dallas Goedert is leaving, go get him. You need a tight end. I think you need 2 tight ends. Because I'm sorry, Grant Calcaterra stinks. I don't think he's a good tight end. I'm sorry. I think he's a free agent also, if I'm correct. I don't know, or he's a free agent next year, but I don't think it's the future. So you need to sign one. I think you need to draft one, honestly. Maybe signing one would help. Maybe not draft one in the first round, but you need a tight end, man. You need a tight end. If you losing Dallas Goedert, that's a huge loss for your offense. It really is. I mean, he brings a lot. So you got to replace that. So yeah, Packers are signing former 4'9" wide receiver returner Sky Moore. 2-time Super Bowl champ Sky Moore is joining the Packers. Interesting. I'm interested to see what is going on behind the scenes with Howard. I would love to be a fly on the wall. So now the trade for Brian Thompson Jr. is looking likely. Giants have provided. What does it say? I don't know how true this is, but this is according to a Giants source. Provided and discussing a blockbuster trade in the division trade with Eagles wide receiver AJ Brown. Why the fuck would we trade you? The Giants are must be on drugs. Yeah, we would trade you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, give us a Duke Carter. Give us a Duke Carter, 4 first-round picks. Yeah. No, I don't see that happening. I don't know. Imagine we trade him to the Giants. I'll be fucking pissed. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Thank you, though. Thanks for the laughter. The Giants want A.J. Brown. I'm sure they do. They want to get back at us for taking Saquon. Yeah, well, it ain't happening. And how he's going to fleece you. Wouldn't it be funny if we fleece Joe Shane again? That would be the funniest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? We end up fleecing the Giants. We would do something like that. These people, man. Again. Not happening. I don't know why they do this. Wouldn't hate a Kevin Byron. I would. I don't know Kevin Byron in Philadelphia, man. He's too old. Yeah. The Eagles contract working on a contract extension with Jalen Carter. There we go. There we go. There we go. Is this new? Hold up, man. Because if not, if this is new, then I can see what is going on. Then I'm on the money today. I'm on the money. Oh, it looks like it's old. Fuck. Oh, I thought it was gonna get a good moment, a hot moment. Let's see. Eagles been awarded with compensation picks. I guess it's an old tweet. Let me see when this was put out. Yeah, according to John Clark, I think they're gonna get Jalen Carter done. I thought this was Jalen Carter was signed. Man, I was so excited. God, I was so excited, bro. I thought he was getting an extension. I'm like, damn, yes, go. Yeah, why would the Giants think they were ever going to get A.J. Brown? It's fucking phenomenal. They're funny as hell. The fact that, like, if Howie trades him to the division, that would be the stupidest thing he would do. No, I wouldn't. I'd rather trade him to New England at that point because no, thank you. I would not want to trade him to an op. No, thank you. I don't think he would do shit with them, but again, it's not the one. No, thank you. No, thank you. Fuck the Giants. They can go eat a bag of dicks. Pause. But that's what they can do. They can go fuck themselves. I'm not Joe Schoen has balls to call Howie. I give him credit. He has balls to call up Howie. I hope Howie laughed at his fucking goofy ass. Just straight out laughed at him. I would be hilarious if we could hear that phone call. Just straight out laugh at him. Hey Howie, can we get AJ? Man, get off my phone. Just straight out laugh at him. Asking for a lot. Just so Joe Schoen can get off the phone. Imagine you were Giants and thinking that you're like you think that we're gonna trade you AJ. Why would we trade you AJ Brown? You get out of my face, man. The Giants fans are funny, and they think we want Jalen Hyatt. Who? Come on, man. Get out of my face. Get out of my face, man. Fuck out of here. Fuck the Giants. You don't deserve shit. As an Eagles fan from the sounds of it, Eagles from the sounds of it, you're damn right as an Eagle fan. I am an Eagles fan. You're on EC1's channel. What you think it was? I'm not no other fan. I'm an EC1 fan. EC1 2 times. Eagle Champ 1 2 times. What you think I was? This is an Eagles channel. Source Saints are signing former Falcons linebacker Caden Ellis to a 3-year, $33 million deal. Ellis, who hasn't missed a game since 2021, has recorded 3 straight 100-tackle seasons. He's added 3.5 sacks. So Caden Ellis is now going to the New Orleans Saints. Interesting. Okay, so another one's off the free agency market. Okay, we're getting close, man. We're getting close. Sooner or later, players are going to have to drop the prices, and that's when Howie starts making moves, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Howie's also waiting for. Players are asking for way too much. You know, I'm sure he wants all these guys, but they're asking way too much, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't know what this is about. Yeah, so Ian Rappaport just reported linebacker Caden Ellis is signed with the Saints. So another linebacker off the books now. Okay. Another one off the books. The Saints are linchpin on defense. Signed a former Falcons linebacker, Caden Ellis. Yep. He gets a 3-year, 30. Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Kellen Moore making moves over there, man. The Saints are making moves over there. They're making moves. They're getting some good free agents. No? What's up, Stamen Sammy? Yeah, I'm a Eagles fan. What'd you think I was? I think I read the comment already. I would love Jaquan Brisker. We can give him a cheap price. I'm not going to get my hopes up, man. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be one of the Eagle fans that are going to get my hopes up. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to get embarrassed. I'm not going to get upset. I know how he is going to get me right, bro. But, man, I would love Jaquan Brisker, man. I always liked him coming out of Penn State. I wanted us to draft him. I was so bummed out when we didn't draft him. I ain't going to lie to you. And we fortunately couldn't because the Bears took him. You know, but I would love to have Jaquan Brisker, man. He would have been a perfect safety for us to draft. I liked him coming out of Penn State. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was one of my top safeties I had. But yeah. So far, Caden Ellis is to the sign with the Saints. We're gonna sooner or later prices are gonna drop for these other players, man. And that's when Howie swoops in. So we gotta relax, man. We gotta understand this is what Howie does. He's gonna get these low risk, high reward players that no one thought would ever be in Philadelphia, and you know, the guys that no one expect to not get the bag, they don't get the bag, and some of these players are going to start lowering the price, and that's when Howie swoops in. He's going to get these players that no one wants to pay, and they're going to sign perfect deals, and they're going to go somewhere else and get the bag somewhere else, you know, or they might end up like Zach Bond, you know, a 1-year deal, you know. It is what it is, man. We just got to continue, man. We couldn't afford a 12 APA, Howie. You fucking bum. See, this is the shit that I don't understand. You couldn't afford a 12 EPA, Howie. You fucking bum. You mad because he didn't sign to Kobe Dean? This is the shit that I don't like. Like, this is why I keep saying, man. Like, this is the shit that I don't understand. Like, this is what I got to deal with, man. How is he a bum because you didn't like what he did? You knew he was gone. Why are you crying about it? The same guy that will praise Howard Roseman will criticize. Fake ass fan, bro. I don't get this, man. Relax, bro. Relax. And you be mad as hell if we can't pay Jalen Carter also. You know what I'm saying? But these people are weird, man. I can't with these fans, man. Just over emotional. Like, if you listen to Howard Roseman's press conference, you knew Nakobe Dean was coming back. Why are you getting so angry? Eagles didn't make a big attempt. They weren't making a big attempt in the beginning. Why is this news? According to John Clark, NBC, Eagles didn't make a big attempt to bring Nakobe back with the Raiders offer. Yeah, they weren't bringing him back. They already had his replacement. What are we talking about? Like, I don't understand these emotional Eagle fans. Did you not listen to Howard Roseman, or were you busy picking your nose when he was fucking doing a press conference? Were you digging for gold and you didn't listen to what he said? Like, I don't understand it. Like, what are you crying for? What are you fucking bitching for? What is you with you Eagle fans bitching? Stop the bitching. Stop the crying, man. Oh, Nakobe didn't come back. Oh, Howie's a fucking bum. Good grief. Good grief. Jesus. Good grief. My God. Like, are we serious right now? Oh my God, he didn't sign one linebacker. We replaced him already in the draft. His name is Campbell. What is so hard for people not to get? I don't understand these fans, man. Like, what do they want Howie Roseman to fucking do? He's doing the right thing. You don't spend money on free agents to win championships. That's not how you win championships. And these people think that you can magically just get everybody back, and it's easy. Come on, man. These people are weird, dude. Is there any Ravens rumors? We haven't done shit and have a lot of gaps. No, I haven't seen any Ravens rumors. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I know Isaiah likely went to Giants, but that was a while ago. No, I haven't seen any. The Saints signing Caden Ellis. The Eagles were not bringing Nakobe Dean back. I don't know why this is fucking news. Hello, welcome to free agency. You're not signing every player. I don't know why Eagle fans don't understand it. And it's these 15 I swear it's the 15-year-old kids that be doing this shit, man. Because anybody with a grown mindset like myself understands how we really. It's these emotional kids, man. They have to be. They have to be. Yeah. Fortunately, the Ravens in a tough situation. You had to pay Lamar. I'll keep you updated though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand these Eagle fans, bro. They need to chill out, man. Like chill the fuck out, bro. You weren't bringing Nakobe Dean back. You weren't bringing Nakobe Dean. The Eagles were not bringing him back regardless. It's not happening. All right. So again, the people just need to relax, man. And when Howie starts cooking, these are the same fans that'll be back on it. They flip flop, man. It's ridiculous. They hate him one point, and they like him another time. It's ridiculous, man. Like, my God, give him grace. Please give him grace. Listen to the press conference, and you would understand what he's doing. It's not hard. It's not fucking hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I want Njoku. I think he would be a good move. For the Ravens, yeah, I guess. I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm an Eagles fan. You're on the Eagles channel, buddy. But, yeah, I mean, you would give Lamar another weapon. I don't know what the Ravens are going to do. I mean, I don't follow them. I'm an Eagles fan. I care about what my team's going to do. And that's all that matters. Chef, the cornerback Tariq Woolen signed up with... Oh, the Eagles got Tariq Cohen. All right. So, breaking news. Chef, the cornerback Reek Woolen signed a one-year deal. There we go. Howard Roseman signed Tariq Woolen a one-year deal. There we go. There's your corner. Now y'all can stop bitching, complaining. Howard Roseman made a move. He made a move. Tariq Woolen is a one-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, man. All that bitching and complaining. Howie don't make moves. Well, he made a move. Shut up now. Shh. Shush. Now you got your fucking corner. Okay? Breaking news. Tariq Woolen is an Eagle. One-year deal. How much is it? $15 million? Not bad. Not bad at all. Good move by Howard Roseman. Wait. Hey, listen. You can exit out cornerback, man. There we go. There we go, baby. Tariq Woolen is an Eagle. A one-year deal. The Eagles are signing former cornerback, Pro Bowl cornerback, Reek Woolen, per source. Woolen is only 26, has 12 interceptions. Great fucking move. Good move. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Now he's gonna have a good situation. I think you're gonna get the best out of him. A one-year deal. You didn't overpay for him. I like the move. I like the move, man. I like it. Let's go. Let's go, Howie. It's my fucking GM, man. Y'all need to relax, bro. Let him cook. Let the man cook, man. Let the man cook. Hold on, man. Let the man fucking cook, bro. Let him cook. Let him cook, man. Let him cook, bro. Let the GM cook. You know what I'm saying? Eagles are signing former Seahawks Pro Bowl cornerback Reek Woolen. 1 year. 1 year. Okay? I don't care what it is. You got a corner in the building. Now we don't got to worry about Dory Jackson. I'm cool with that. Good move. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? And now I think extension coming for Jalen Carter next. I think that's the only move you're going to be seeing. I'd be shocked if we get another move. Maybe a Brisker, maybe, but I don't see it. I think that was the only move. I think we're drafting a safety. Interested. Okay, I like the move. I like the fucking move. I'm not mad at it. Listen, I think he's in a perfect situation with Fangio. You know, he's a big corner. He didn't get that much playing time, and I think he's going to have a fresh start. I like the move, and we're going to see what happens, you know? We have no likely anymore, so we need a new guy. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. So yeah, Eagle fans, if you're new, hit that like button. Tariq Woolen is an Eagle. 1 year, 15 million. How you feeling, man? How you feeling about the Eagles are signing cornerback Tariq Woolen to a 1 year worth up to 15 million. I like the move. I'm not mad at it one bit. You need a depth at corner. You got a guy who can come in there, and not only that, he's good to play with Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't think you need corner in the draft. I think that's out of the picture now. I think now you got to go and you got to bring me either a safety. You got to. I think you draft tight end. I think tight end's a priority in the draft. I think safety is only one you may need to get. Maybe you bring Brisker in too, or maybe you sign Jalen Carter. I did not think Howie would do this. I'm happy though. You know, now you got your corner. Great move. I like the move. I'm not mad at it. Howie Roseman is a genius. This is what he does, man. This is what he does. Eagles are signing Tariq Woolen 1 year, up to 15 million with the Philadelphia Eagles per me, Jeremy Fowler, agent Jason Chuella, whatever his name is, confirmed the deal. Eagles are signing Super Bowl champion, Pro Bowl cornerback Tariq Woolen to a 1 year deal. And listen, this is a good move. You needed a number 2 corner. You got him. You know what I'm saying? Now I think you need to go and get a safety. I would love Brisker, but if you don't draft one in the draft, you still need a tight end. Other than that, I think that everything is going to be in the draft, man. I think that's only how Roseman you're going to be seen making a move. Is this? It's not I told you it's not a flashy move. I said the moves were going to be 1 year deals. What did I say? 1 year deals. What did I say? 1 year deals. 1 year deals. There you go. There's your 1 year deal, man. Now y'all can shut the hell up and stop crying and tell how he's a bum. He don't make moves. Well, he made a move. He made a move. He made a move. He got a corner. Shush. You know what I'm saying? Shush. Tariq Woolen. I couldn't call him Tariq Cohen like the running back. Tariq Woolen, a 1 year, up to 15 million with the Philadelphia Eagles. Good move by Howard Roseman, man. I like the move. It's a solid move. Is it the greatest move? No, it's not. Now, a lot of Eagle fans don't like Tariq Woolen. They think he gets beat a lot. We're going to find out. Maybe it's the system. Maybe Fangio can come and fix Tariq Woolen. A 1 year, 15 million, not bad deal. You get a proven corner, a guy that's been in the Super Bowl, a guy that's experienced, can come in there, and he's a big body corner. I think it's going to work out perfectly. I think he's going to be really good. I think he's going to shock a lot of people, man. I like the move. Tariq Woolen with Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, it's going to be great. I can't wait, bro. That's a solid move. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the move, man. Tariq Woolen, a 1 year, 15 million for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not a bad move at all. And Howie's like a shark, man. Howie waits for the right time. And that is why he's the best team. Everybody signed all these other guys. Oh, Howie just waits. He waits. And he goes and get his guy. That's why I say you got to be patient with Howie Roseman, man. Trust and believe. Trust in the GM that's brought 2 Super Bowl championships to the city, man. Trust him. I believe in Howie. That's why I wasn't freaking out. You know, everybody cried, oh, where's the corner? Well, there you are. Here's your corner. There's your corner. You can forget about drafting corner in the first round. It's not happening now. All right. Eagles are signing cornerback Tariq Woolen, a 1 year, 15 million. How do y'all feel about that? Let me know in the chat. Eagle fans, how y'all feeling? I like the move. I like the fucking move. Great move by the Eagles. They go get depth at corner. I like that. Now we can kiss Dory Jackson goodbye. Thank you for what you did. I'll take a Tariq Woolen all day over Dory Jackson. I like the move. I'm not mad at it. And I know a lot of Eagle fans will be mad at the move. I'm not mad at it. And I think this was a good low, high risk reward. I said they're not going to spend a lot of money. They're going to go after a low, high risk reward. Howie has waited for the right moment to strike. Tariq Woolen, 1 year deal. I love it. I like the move, man. I like the move. And you know what? He's going to come in there. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder. I can't wait to see what he does with Fangio. Fangio's going to have a chance to get this guy back into what he was. Because, listen, before everything else, before he got benched, he was a top corner. He was a very good corner for Seattle. And I think he's going to develop really good in Philadelphia. He's going to have the best coaches in Philadelphia with the defense. With Fangio, you know, he's going to have an opportunity to show. And he's going to have an opportunity to go get his bag somewhere else, man. So I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring another championship to Philadelphia. Maybe he could be a 2-time Super Bowl champion corner, man. That would be lovely. You know, hopefully not a Byron Maxwell. You know, hopefully he don't stink like Byron Maxwell. Because last Seahawks corner we got was Byron Maxwell. And he was awful. You know, so hopefully he's not Byron Maxwell. So I'm happy, man. We have no. Yeah, I'm sorry about the Raven. I'm happy, man. So yeah, the breaking news: Eagles have signed free agent. They agreed to 1 year deal up to 15 million with former Seattle Seahawks cornerback Tariq Woolen, former Pro Bowl in Philadelphia. Let's go, Howie. That's what Howie does. He goes and waits for the right moment. Eagles go get their corner. And listen, I don't care what we do next. Go get me Jalen Carter, sign him into a bag, and let's go in the draft. I'm cool. I don't think you need to do anything else. Yeah, you might need to go. If you could get a safety, great and fine. But just give me Jalen Carter extension, and I'm set. I'm set. I don't care about anything else. I'm cool with Howard Roseman today. I think he's done a phenomenal job. And everybody who's hard on him, hey, man, now you got to sit there and you got to shut the fuck up and understand this guy knows what he's doing. Let the GMs do their job. Let the GM do what he's doing. That's why he's the best GM in football. He didn't go out and spend crazy money. All these other teams that want to spend all this money, Howie waited. And he got Tariq Woolen on a one-year deal, $15 million. It's not the greatest corner. He's not going to be automatically, he's going to prove himself. And, he's going to get the bag somewhere else. It's a low-risk, high-reward. I've said it. The Eagles are not going to spend a lot of money. They're going after a low, high-risk reward. I think Brisker's coming to Philly. I think if you could get Jaquan Brisker with Tariq Woolen, and you're able to sign Jalen, bro, this is an A+ free agency, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care what anybody else does. You could draft tight end in this draft. Go give me Sadiq. I don't care at that point, right? If you can get Brisker, I'm cool at safety. I'm cool. And then you sign Jalen Carter, I'm set. And I think Jalen Carter's getting I think the next move is either Brisker or Jalen Carter's going to get the bag. Those are my two predictions. I think Brisker might be an Eagle. I ain't gonna lie. Because I didn't think Howie Roseman would sign another guy. That is shocking. Tariq Woolen. Now, we did hear interest, him in the trade rumors last year in the trade that the Eagles were high up on him and traded for him. So maybe, this was a good move. I like it. I like this guy a lot. I think that he can come in there and show why he was the guy that he was once. He was unfortunately benched. And listen, the Seahawks unfortunately changed the scheme. It happens, man. This guy's going to come in with a chip on his shirt. I can't wait to see what Tariq Woolen does with Fangio, with the cornerback that we have. We're going to have Quinyon Mitchell on one side, Tariq Woolen on the other side, and Cooper DeJean. Hey, man, you looking at it on paper, that's a solid corner depth. That is a solid cornerback. That's a sneaky move by Howie. It would pay. It might pay off, man. If it pays off, it's a genius move. It's not a bad move at all. A 1 year prove-it deal, $15 million, not bad for a guy that hasn't been what he was, comes in there, proves it, gets the bag somewhere else. I like this move. Tariq Woolen, a Philadelphia Eagle, 1 year, $15 million. I'm not mad at it. And listen, if Howie Roseman don't sign anybody else and goes and sign Jalen Carter and we spend him, I'm cool. I don't care what we do else, right? You got a corner. I don't expect you to get it. I'm not one of these Eagle fans that say, oh, Howie needs to go get this guy. No, man. I knew this was more realistic than anything else. This is more realistic than the Max Crosby. You weren't getting high players, man. Howie Roseman was only going to sign guys to 1 year deals. And that's what he did. Sign a 1 year rental player for 1 year. $15 million. Next year, he will go get the bag somewhere else. And that's what he does, man. That's why he's the best GM. Or he could get the bag. Maybe the Eagles extend him, but I don't think so. So, yeah, man, Tariq Woolen, welcome to Philadelphia, man. And I'm excited to see what he does with Fangio. I'm excited. I think this is a good, sneaky move, man. I think that he's going to be great with Fangio. He's going to get Fangio's going to get the best out of him. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have a chance to play with Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. He has a chance to succeed. He's going from one great franchise to another. This is a great move. And I think Tariq Woolen wanted to go to Philly because, honestly, he has a better chance of winning in Philadelphia than any other team right now. The two best teams in the NFC are the Seahawks and the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real, you're in a great situation now. And the Eagles need a corner. I like this move, man. Let me know what you think. Tariq Woolen to the Eagles, 1 year, $15 million. How y'all feeling, man? Let me pull let's do a poll real quick, man. I'm excited. I think this was a great move by the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't hate the move. I like the move, man. I think this is a great move, man. We did. Howie made a move, and I like it. I like the move, man. It's a solid move. It's not a flashy move. It's not a sexy move. If it don't work, it don't work out. So you're probably drafting a corner still. I don't think you get away from corner. I don't think you draft one in the first, but second, maybe. I still think you draft a corner maybe in the third or second round. But this is a sneaky move. I like what Howie's doing, right? Everybody else, listen, everybody else is out here spending money on different other guys, and Howie's just sitting like a shark waiting to munch. He's like a shark in the water, smelling blood, smelling opportunity strike, and bam, he strikes with a solid debt move. You know what I'm saying? Now, is Tariq Woolen a elite star? No, he got to prove himself. But I think with the change of scenery with Fangio, a big body corner that maybe not necessarily fit with Seattle, he could come in and I think he would be great with Fangio. I think Fangio knows him. I think he knows what he's good at, and I think that was a familiar face that Fangio wanted. Fangio wanted someone he knows he can get the best out of. And I think Tariq Woolen is a perfect situation for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think it fits the scheme that he's going to be in, and I think that he's going to play right into what we all expect him to be, and that was the guy that we saw once. I think that, you know, this is, hey, let me prove myself. Everybody don't think that I'm that guy. I'm going to go to Philadelphia. I'm going to win with another organization, go win in probably another reign with the best two corners. Tariq Woolen's going to have Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. That's a solid corner depth right there. Because if I'm Tariq Woolen, I'm looking at, hey, I get to play with Quinyon Mitchell, an all-pro. He's only going to get better, man. I think this is a solid move, man. I like the move, bro. Happy Tuesday. What's good? What's good? What's good, Daniel Barry Sports? How you doing, man? Yeah, so breaking news. The Eagles have signed Tariq Woolen a 1-year deal. I like the move. I'm not mad at it. Great fucking move. I like it. Yes, go, Howie. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody bitching, complaining, listen, man. You know, this is the moves that are the ones that pay off. It's not about the flashy moves and crazy. Like all these other teams that sign big, they're not winning shit. Half of these teams, like what you saw with the Jets and all these other, how much you want to bet they're not in the playoffs this year? The ones that make the moves are the ones that you don't even think are good enough. Like everybody poo-pooing on I'm sure on Tariq Woolen say he's trash. Again, he was in a bad system. He played. I thought he played solid in the Super Bowl. He played for one play. He did pretty good. So he's going to have a chance to be a starter with Fangio. And Fangio's going to use him the right way. I think he fits the scheme. I like this move a lot, man. I think he's going to provide. I really do. I like the move. It's solid. It's a solid move. It's not a sexy move. It's not a game changer, but it's a solid move. And you need a depth at corner. This is a good move. It's not a high reward, price. You didn't pay a lot for him. You signed a 1-year, $15 million. A low, high risk reward. You know, the risk reward is he turns into being the guy that you once thought he could be in Seattle, where he was that dog. And I know he still has it. So him coming to Philadelphia with Quinyon Mitchell, with Cooper DeJean, I love it. I'm not mad at it. And anybody who's mad at it, I don't know what you want me to say, man. I don't know what you want me to say. I like the move. And I think it changes now. I don't think you draft corner in the first round. I think you may draft one in the second, third. But I think it changed your draft tremendously. I don't think you go corner now in the first round. So we can exit corner in the first round. We're not going corner in the first round. I'll be shocked. Okay, you signed Tariq Woolen, a starter who, like I said again, lost his place, was benched. You know, he has to find his way, but he's still solid and he's still young. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to bring a guy in that's going to help Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and he's going to help them, and they're going to grow with each other this year, and they're going to show why they can be great with each other. Hopefully, you know, if he does great, maybe you pay him, maybe not. I don't know. But I like this move. It's a solid a risk, high reward. Howie strikes again, the best GM in football. This is what GMs do. This is why he is the best GM in football. The awards that everybody want to sign all these free agents, and they think they're smarter than Howie Roseman, and Howie's just sitting back going like this. He's just sitting back going like this and waiting his turn. You know what I'm saying? And then strikes. I like this move. Get me Jalen Carter extension, and I'm cool. I even take a Brisker deal. Like I wouldn't mind Brisker. You know, I still think that you need a safety. But listen, I think you can draft that. You can dress that in the draft. I think that we're going to draft one in the draft. That's my prediction. But I'm cool with that. I like the move. Yeah. So Commanders have signed Chiefs linebacker Leo Chenal. Yeah. So now other free agents started to again. They're not getting high value. Again, I like this move. Tariq Woolen is a solid pickup. Is it? You know, he's already. Hey, there we go. Tariq Woolen. There we go. Already showing the eagle bird. Hey man, I like it, bro. I like the move, man. Let me repost this, man. I like the move. Again, like this is a sneaky move. I like the move, man. I like the move. It's a low high risk reward. I think he's going to be good for us. I really do. I think he's going to be good. I think we're going to look at this move and say this is a fucking beast. Tariq Woolen is a dog, bro, and I think that him with a new change of scenery, being with a better cornerback trio in Philadelphia is going to help him tremendously. I like the move, man. Yeah. So free agent cornerback Rocky Sin signing with the Lions on a 1-year deal. Okay. So yeah, Rocky Sin is signing a 1-year deal. Okay. So yeah, the Lions signed the cornerback back on a 1-year deal, and now you're just going to start seeing guys go off the board now because Tariq Woolen was the biggest name. Okay. You know, say Woolen is an Eagle, and I'm happy with the move. I'm not mad at it. This is a good move by Howard. Great move by fucking Howie Roseman. I'm not mad at it. I like the move. I think he's going to be great for this team. I do. Howie loves fast corners. He does. And you know what? He's big too. He's big too. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody can stop crying about how he don't make moves. Oh, well, he made a move. He made a move. Now y'all can stop bitching. You know, Howie heard you. Hey, I don't make moves. Oh, look, watch this. Tariq Woolen, welcome to Philly. You know, I think that's what was the holdup, man. You gotta understand, like, when GMs are in phrasing, they got fucking different phones ringing in their ears all the time. So they're always trying to answer the calls. They're also trying to negotiate. I think Carter's getting paid next. That is my prediction. I think the next move is Jalen Carter is getting an extension. It will happen. You know, look out for that one. Someone's going to get restructured and someone's going to get extension. I think Jalen Carter is going to get the bag next. That is my prediction. The Eagles are going to save money by extending Jalen Carter, and I think that's the next move. I think Jalen Carter will be getting the bag. I think he will be getting a big contract soon. That is my prediction. Either a Brisker or a Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? I think those are the two that's going to happen. Jalen Carter extension or Brisker's coming to Philly. Maybe not Brisker, more like a Jalen Carter extension. I think extension's coming. I think Howie made enough moves, honestly. But I would not mind Brisker. I would not mind Brisker. But yeah, I like it, man. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I think this is a good move. Tariq Woolen is a solid player, and I get people have questions about him. But again, this is why he's on a 1-year deal. And this is why he's going to come in and prove it. And he's probably going to get the bag somewhere else. So, you know, this is a sneaky high reward. You get a guy that's experienced, and we're going to see what he does. You know what I'm saying? Already he's shown the Eagles signs. He's loving being in Philadelphia. I like that. I like when players show support and put the fly Eagles fly. You know, he's already happy to be here. He's ready to get to work. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think this is going to be good for him. A new change scenery for him. He's going to have a chance to be with one of the best corners with. I mean, it's going to be, if he pans out, bro, this cornerback trio is going, look out. Because I just think you got better today. I really do. You know, everybody's not looking at the move like I am. I think this is a good, solid, sneaky move that no one is going to talk about. All they're going to say is, yo, where he could be, and, you know, he got benched, and they're not looking at the fact that this man is going to go to a great system that's going to fit him. Like, they're not going to look at the fact that this man once was a top corner that can be that top corner still. And I still think he still has it. Look at Zach Bond. Change scenery, did great for him. Look at him. Like, sometimes guys need another scenery to be better. You know, sometimes they play at in another city better. Like, look at C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He went from the Saints being whatever into being a star in Philadelphia. You know, Jalen Phillips, same way. You know, some guys just need change of scenery. Sometimes guys need change of teams, and it happens. You know, it's part of business. Some guys just, you know, they overstay their welcome, and you know, we get to see what Tariq Woolen does. We're going to see what he does, and listen, if it don't work out, guess what? It don't work out. It's a 1-year, $15 million. It's not expensive. Howie is smart, and listen, he made a move. I'm happy with it. I like this move, man. Check the cornerback. I like it. Tariq Woolen is a Philadelphia Eagle, baby. Let's fucking go. It's a solid move. I like the move, man. Tell me what y'all think about Tariq Woolen coming to Philadelphia, man. I like the move, man. You got Tariq Woolen, Quinyon Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean on the field. Howie Roseman is a menace, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, they need to start investigating him, man. That is beautiful, bro. I like the sound of that, man. That's a sneaky move, bro. I like the move, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Hey man, I'm happy with the move, man. If you can get Briscoe on this defense, my God, man, and you can sign Jalen Carter, bro, this free seat is an A plus. So Teddy Bridgewater's going back to the Lions. Okay, I like the move, man. I'm not mad at it one bit. I'm not mad at it one bit. And you know what? This is a good move by the Eagles, man. It's a good move, and you know what? I think he's going to be solid for the Eagles. I like the move. I said it like I think Tariq Woolen or someone like Brisker. I said, didn't I call it? Like, come on, man. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I said 1 year deals. I said how he's going to go after a guy that's cheap. What happened? I know what I'm talking about, man. I think I do. You know, you can trust me. You know, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Eagles to sign Reek. I love it, bro. I love the move, man. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go, bro. I'm happy with this move, man. I like this move, bro. I think this is a solid freaking pickup, man. And anybody who's upset with it, like, who's the better corner that you wanted? Like, there's no one other better than Reek Woolen. He was the best free agent corner out there. So, you know, and you get him on a 1 year deal. I like the move. Solid, sneaky move. It's not going to cost you a lot. You're not overpaying him. You know, it's a good move. It's a good move. And if it don't work out, guess what? You just get rid of him. He's not going to cost you a lot. Okay, it's a $15 million 1 year deal, and he's going to have a chance to have a triple shot. I think he's going to go out there and ball out. I think he's going to be. I think we're going to look back at it and say we can't afford him. Unfortunately, he's going to go somewhere else to get the bag. I think he's going to be that good where he's going to go and get the bag somewhere else. That's how good I think he's going to be. And it's going to suck, unfortunately. But you know, hopefully we can. If he does good, man, I would love to keep him, man, because he's a solid corner, man. Yeah.
48 hours to see can we sign a player, and yeah, they've been going after Rick Woolen for the last 24 hours.
Wow.
They add him in on a 1 year deal. I'm told my colleague Mike Garafolo adds it's worth up to $15 million. Goes from last year's Super Bowl champion to the Super Bowl champion a couple of years
How about
ago.
that one?
For them, they were looking for someone to fill the opposite cornerback spot with Quinyon Mitchell on the other side.
So they've been looking at corner. That's what they're saying. So they've been trying to get Tariq Woolen for a while now. So this has been Howie Roseman's target. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Listen, if that was their goal, hey, they paid off. I'm wondering if they would go after Brisker. Like, I'm wondering if the Eagles are thinking if they can pair up Mukuba and Jaquan Brisker. If you can get Jaquan Brisker and Tariq Woolen, this defense got better, man. I think you got better, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you can't tell me that Adoree Jackson is better than Tariq Woolen. You can't tell me that. Tell me where the Eagles got weak today. They didn't get weak. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they need an edge rusher. I think that could be in play. Maybe you draft one maybe in a draft. But I think that you listen, Tariq Woolen is a solid pickup. Anybody who says he stinks, you're watching the highlights, man. Because I watched the kid. I watched when I was able to watch Seahawks. The kid is not bad. You know what I'm saying? He was in a bad situation. Unfortunately, you know, he didn't fit a system. And you know what? He was able to play good when he had a chance. I saw him out there a couple times when the guy got hurt, and he played well. You know what I'm saying? He's a big body. I think he's going to fit. I'm telling you, Fangio is going to make him a Pro Bowl. I'm calling it right now. He is going to be a Pro Bowler. I'm telling you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think Tariq Woolen will be a Pro Bowler. I really do. I like this kid. I think this kid has talent. I think this kid had just had a scenery where he just needed to move to a new city. And you know what? He's going from he just won a Super Bowl, and he's going from one Super Bowl champion team to another. Perfect place for him. It's a perfect spot. And he's smart, honestly. Because, you know, if you're Tariq Woolen, I'm sure teams would want to get you, and I'm sure they offered him the bag. But maybe he was like, you know what? I want to go to Philly. Like, I want to win another Super Bowl. And I wish a lot of players have that mindset, man. I like that. So, yeah, the report is the Eagles have been they've been targeting Reek for a while, man. So, Reek Woolen has, you know, the Eagles wanted another corner.
A couple of years ago, and look, for them, they were looking for someone to fill the opposite cornerback spot with Quinyon Mitchell on the other side.
Why wouldn't you not? Right? We needed a corner, and I'm happy with this.
He obviously was a Pro Bowler as a rookie, 6 interceptions.
The guy's a beast, man.
And they love the idea of having Quinyon Mitchell Cooper DeJean and Reek Woolen in that secondary. So the Eagles are.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, man, you better go out and make a move now. You better go out and make a move. You better go out there and you better go get a guy like Dallas Goedert. Because I'm telling you right now, we are just got the weapon to stop both. Bro, did he shut down? Wait, hold up. Did he not? Wasn't he the one who shut down? Like, if I'm mistaken, didn't he just he was locking down some of the receivers, I believe, in the playoffs. Like, the guy's solid, bro. And if you can add Jaquan Brisker with this defense, I'm telling you, your secondary got better. It might not be the best free agency we had, but it's a solid move. I'm not, like, anybody who think that Tariq Woolen is trash, they don't know ball. They don't know ball, man. They don't know ball. He's not trash at all. He was in a bad situation. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a Pro Bowl, man. I like this move, bro. Let me know what y'all think, man. I like this solid move, bro. I like this move, man. I'm not mad at it, man. I know. I'm excited, man. How he does it again. Only 26 years old. He had a 53 pass breakups during his tenure in Seattle. Okay? Again, if you expected anything else, then you weren't paying attention. Howard Roseman's not signing guys for long-term deals. Those would have been the one-year deals, man. The biggest long-term deal you're going to see is Jalen Carter getting the bag. Okay? That could be next. Okay? But I can see a Brisker, maybe a Brisker, a 2-year deal. You know, I wonder if the Eagles are going to be interested in Brisker. Like, I would love to get, if you could get Jaquan Brisker, like, now I'm really pushing it, but I would love Brisker, man. I'm pushing it. I know I am. I'm pushing it, man. I gotta be thankful, man. I'm happy we got a corner, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't gotta, because I was not all for bringing Adoree Jackson back. I'm sorry. You know, we could do so much better than Adoree. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's a good solid move. I like this move, bro. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know. I'm excited, bro. I like this move, man. I like this move. It's a solid move, man. It's a solid move. And you know what? This is going to be a great addition. I really do. I do. Oh, man, it's sad. I hate animal abusers, bro. I just saw a post, sorry. Yeah, scumbags. Anyway, yeah, this is a solid move. And you know, it's a good move, man. I'm excited, bro. I want football season to start now. Fuck this shit, man. Give me football season now. And you got Tariq, well, bro. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. We got a corner, man. We got a fucking corner. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only move you're pretty much going to see today. I think that maybe Howie can make one more move, maybe Brisker. But I'm not pushing it, man. I'm not pushing it. I'm not pushing it at all, man. It's a good, solid move. It's a guy that we needed desperately. Fucking scumbag, especially in my city, man. Damn, charges dependent on after 25 cats. Fucking hate people. I fucking hate assholes. Anybody abuse animals, me, and fuck them. Fuck them. I hope they suffer. Quinyon, yeah. And look at it. Quinyon Mitchell, 6'4.3. I mean, this is the pass rating allowed when target this last season. According to Victor Williams, shout out to him for this post. Reek Woolen allowed only 75.5. Cooper DeJean allowed 676. So, solid. Solid. Look at this, man. Quinyon Mitchell allowed only 64.3. Reek Woolen allowed only 75.5. Cooper DeJean allowed 76.5. It's a solid move, man. I like this move a lot, man. Howie Roseman cooked with this one. I ain't gonna lie. That's cooking right there. That is cooking, man. Jane and Chris, how you doing, bro? How you doing? How you feel about the move, man? I like it. I like it. I like the fucking move, man. I'm not mad at it. I think this is a solid move. And I think you got better today. Your secondary got better. You know what I'm saying? You might not got better edge rusher. I still think a move could happen with the edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Bradley Chubb. But again, you know, so this is according to Donnie Rossini. I don't take her seriously. According to her, we're looking at tight end. Yeah, anything with Donnie Rossini, I don't even take her anymore with anything she says anymore because she's lost credibility. She lost credibility in me. Anybody with Donnie Rossini is a moron. Packer fans, the Packers are not getting Jalen Carter, man. You can stop. I don't know why the Packer fans are so desperate. Like, just go away, man. Stop trying to get our players, man. You know, go worry about your offensive lines because your offensive line is going to look like horse shit. Then you just lose a free agent. Come on, man. I'm excited. Jaquan Brisker, Nick Cross is still out there. There's still some guys out there. I'm interested to see what the Eagles else are going to do, man. I think they're done, man. I really do. I think that was the big splash, man. Maybe you could see another move happening, but I think that might be for tomorrow. Wouldn't it be awesome we made another move, man? I would love it, bro. I would. But I think that's going to probably be the next move, man, is signing Jalen Carter to a bag. Or he's going to get paid, for sure. He's going to get paid. That was probably your flash move right there. I don't think they're going to make any moves. I'd be shocked. I would love for them to continue, but again, you need money for other guys. And, you know, hey, listen, if Howard can make another move, hey, go give me Jaquan Brisker. If you can do that, then I'm set. I think you updated your second. And that just tells me we're going tight end in the first round. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That just tells me we would go tight end because you pretty much nailed everything. Finally got a CB2, not we don't really need to address it in the draft. No, we're not drafting a corner in the first round. That's exactly what it says. We're not drafting a corner in the first round. So all this draft corner in the first, it's not happening. They're not drafting a corner. Maybe in the third round, fourth, but now cornerback 1 or cornerback 2 is not a necessary need. You addressed it in free agency. You got Tariq Woolen on 1-year deal, $15 million. That's going to play with Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell. It's a solid pickup. I like the move, man. I'm not mad at it. And I think that you just pretty much said you're not going corner in the first round. That's the move right there. The Eagles will be hosting obviously Omar Cooper. All right, cool. Yeah, we do need another receiver, man. We do need another receiver. I wouldn't mind it. Jahad Campbell with people sleep on Jahad. I think Jahad Campbell gonna be nice. I'm sorry, people are overvaluing Nicole. I like Nicobe, but he's not better than Jahad Campbell. I don't think he will be. You know, look at Cowboy fans. See his new son. All right, we'll see. I love it. Cowboy fans are scared right now. Look at them. They can't stop talking about the Eagles. You know, they're already talking about CeeDee's new son. CeeDee Lamb is not going against them, probably. Like, this is how stupid Cowboy fans are. You know, first thing they post is CeeDee's new son. CeeDee, yeah, we got to make it about the Cowboys. You know, bro, you can't. Go worry about your horrible defense or whatever you go. You should have got Tariq Woolen. Why didn't you get Woolen? You need a corner. You're over worried about. You might need a corner, bro. Like I wouldn't be talking, bro. You should have made a play for Tariq Woolen. Why couldn't Jerry Jones not do that? Like, dude, these Cowboy fans are fucking weirdos, man. Get off our dicks. Pause. Look at them. Look at the Cowboy fans. They can't. They say we talk about. I want you to see the evidence, though. I want you to see the evidence. Look how much they talk about us, man. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my God. CeeDee's new son. You mean the one's gonna lock down your receiver next year? You damn right. He's gonna be Tyreek's new son. Reek's new son. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are scared. The Cowboy fans are scared. You better be. We're coming. We're not going anywhere. You better be scared. Yeah, I know you're scared. I know you're scared, man. I can't wait to put belt the ass on them, man. Fucking overrated ass team, man. Like, go worry about your defense, bro. Go worry about getting the corners. Why didn't you sign Tariq Woolen? You needed them more than we did. Honestly. You have no fucking corners. You got DeRon Bland who's ass, and you got a fucking... You're going to draft a rookie corner. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what you're going to do. You're going to waste capital on drafting a corner. Stupid franchise, man. They're a stupid, dumb franchise. This is why they don't win shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, give me Brisker and I'm cool. I mean, at this point, I don't think Howie's gonna make another move. But if you can get Brisker or Chubb, I'm straight. I'm straight. I like this move, man. Anybody thinks it's a trash move, they don't know what they're talking about, man. Don't let these other fans tell you that he's horrible, man. Don't let them, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna say, "Oh, Rick Woolen is not great." Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's a solid move. I think the Cowboys should have jumped on that too. I think they should have been the one to give him a 1-year deal. That would have been the move that they should have made. But they didn't. They're frauds. They're fucking horrible franchise, man. And that's why the Cowboys don't win shit. That was the move they needed to make. A guy that is a Super Bowl champion, that's experienced, that could come in there, big body corner. They needed that. They needed that. And the Cowboys do jack shit. They don't do jack. They don't do jack, but they over there worrying about. Cowboy fans are so worried about what we do. Yeah, oh, CeeDee Lamb's son. Like you forgot Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell is on our team? You had tunnel vision like we don't have those guys? Knucklehead. Tariq Woolen probably not playing CeeDee Lamb. Quinion Mitchell is. And Cooper DeJean probably is. Guess who locks down CeeDee Lamb? Those two. The dumbness that these Cowboys, I wonder if they wake up every day when they get born and they become Cowboy fans. Do their parents literally drop them on their head when they're young? I'm just wondering. Because it looks like every time that they get dropped on their head at birth. They're the stupidest friends. They're so worried about us. They're scared. They're scared. They're scared. And they better be. Because they didn't do jack shit. They're scared and they know they don't have a shot in hell beating us next year. They're done. They're over there. You didn't sign anybody. Well, now we signed someone. Now we got a corner. You know what I'm saying? You better go make a move now. You better go get Patrick Queen, Dallas Cowboy fans. You over there worried about us, man. Like, Tariq Woolen's their only corner on their fucking team. Oh, CeeDee Lamb's son. You have to let Tariq Woolen's our only number one. He's not our number one corner. He's our number two. So wait, CeeDee Lamb's your number two receiver now? Interesting. I thought he was your number one. See how that works. You know what I'm saying? No one's worried about y'all. Y'all bums. You ain't doing shit. You know, I love it, man. CeeDee Lamb didn't even do anything against the Eagles. No, and you know, these people don't have no life, man. These fans don't have life. Cowboy fans are panicking. That was their move right there. And we stole them. We stole it from them. We took their corner. We took that was their move right there. Every Cowboy fan wanted Tariq Woolen. That was their move. They failed once again to get a captain on their defense. Their franchise is jokes. Go pay for Patrick Queen now. Go pay for another guy who can't cover. Horrible. They're horrible. They should have made the move for Tariq Woolen. Why? Because he has experience. He's been in the bowl. You're trying to win a championship. Why would you not go after guys like Nakobe Dean? Why would you not go after guys like Tariq Woolen? Why would you not go after guys like experience? You go after guys like the Chargers defense lineman, a guy that's a nobody. You go after a guy like Rashawn Gary, a loser. Man, come on, bro. You're bums. You're bums. You don't do shit. And you're embarrassing every time. Remember, these are the same Cowboy fans that were saying the Eagles were made a mistake. Yeah. Yep. Signing Saquon. Yeah. And you know, it's hilarious, man. They go and sign Safety Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to be scared. Like, come on, man. They got no corners. They got no linebackers. They think they're going to draft it in one draft. They got 2 first-round picks. And they couldn't even get a Max Crosby. They're horrendous. They're spending money left and right. They can't even pay the receivers for real. They have to franchise tag their kicker. They're a mess. They're a mess, and they don't want to live in reality. You know, it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, man. They're bums. They're chumps. And they're going to be the Commanders next year. Watch. I'm telling you right now. They're going to be the Commanders of last year. This year coming up. They will be. Christian Parker will not be a Cowboy defense corner for May long the way they're not doing anything to help him out. You know, Tariq Woolen would have been a perfect move for them. That's what they needed. They needed veteran leadership. And they're going to draft a rookie. And they're going to hope that guy can be good. You know what I'm saying? They better hope they draft the right corner, man. I like the move, man. Tariq Woolen is a great solid move. Great move by Howie. That's a championship GM. Jerry knows nothing about that shit. He hasn't won shit in 29 years. That's why he's a bum, and he's always been a bum. And the Cowboy fans are bums, and they root for bum teams. And they think because they got Tariq Woolen, oh, that's Tariq. Over there to our CeeDee Lamb's son. Oh, okay. You forgot we got Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Did you forget that? We have got corners. You don't. You got fucking Deron Bland, who's ass, who can't fucking cover shit. We got 2 solid corners, and we just added another side corner. Make that make sense, Jabroni. Like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, do what you got to do, I guess. Keep trolling. You're not going to be one of being happy. You know, just imagine you a Cowboys fan. You're that butthurt. What, you mad because you didn't get players you wanted? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you wanted Tariq Woolen. Haha. That's what happens when he wants to go to win. You know he didn't want to go to Dallas. He don't think they're a winning championship team. He said, you know what? I fuck the Cowboys. I'd rather go to the Eagles. Why? Because they're championships. They win championships. You notice he didn't say, I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Knows Nakobe Dean didn't want to go to Dallas. No one wants to play for the Cowboys. They're fucking garbage. They're the worst franchise. They haven't won shit in 29 years. Nobody wants to be a goddamn star on the helmet. No one wants to be part of the fucking boys. They're fucking overrated. They're trash. They don't have any good players. They signed a bunch of nobodies. They stink. They're the Commanders of last year for this year, man. They signed nobody that scares me. Not one of them. Not one of them. And they're hoping in the draft they're going to draft everybody. You know, they hoped and prayed they were going to get Max Crosby. I told them they weren't getting Max Crosby, but they didn't want to listen. You know, now watch these Cowboy fans think they're going to somehow make a move now. They live in delusional land. They forgot they don't got Howie Roseman. They don't got Howie Roseman. You don't got a GM that wins championships. You got a GM that has not won shit since 99. Since 98 with Barry Switzer. That's the last time you had an owner who has done anything for you. You have been losers for 29 years. 29 years! You've been losers. And you continue to be losers. And you're disgraceful. And I want to let every Cowboy fan know that. You're disgraceful. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep laughing at you. You don't deserve shit. Rick Willen allowed 2.7 yards target in man coverage. Beautiful. 2025, which ranked the number one among qualified starters. And that was the cornerback the Cowboys needed. I love Howie Roseman. You know what I'm saying? Now Jerry Jones is showing again why he's the greatest owner. He fleeced the Cowboys in, man. You know what I'm saying? He fleeced the Cowboys to have faith in them and just to make them miserable. Cowboy fans are in panic mode. I love it. And they're over there going, we're not in panic mode. You know what I'm saying? We're not in panic mode. All right. I don't know how true that is, but if that's the case, then it's unfortunate. We didn't get Brisker. I don't know how true it is, but someone said the Steelers got Brisker. I hope not. If that happens, it happens, man. Well, you weren't going to sign everybody. I'm cool with Tariq Woolen. I really am. You know what I'm saying? You can't sign everybody. Yeah. I don't see. I think the Steelers are making shit up. I think it was a Steelers fan making shit up. Yeah. Woolen is a clear upgrade. He is. He's definitely upgrade. He's definitely upgrade. You got Quinion Mitchell on one side. Oh my God, this secondary got better, man. This secondary got way better, man. I like this move. It's a solid move. We just upgraded big time, and people don't know that. And I get it. You know, we didn't win a championship. I'm not saying we're Super Bowl contenders right away. Because again, we still got a season to play, but I do think we got better in the secondary. You improved at corner, and I'm happy with that. You got a number 2 corner, and everybody think that we're not asking him to be number 1 corner. He's going to be a number 2 corner. He's going to be solid for us, man. And he's a big body corner, and he's going to be with Quinion. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to see these 3, man. It's going to be beautiful, bro. I'm happy, man. I just wait until we get another safety in the draft. Yeah, man. I mean, if you can get, like I said, if Brisker is available and you're able to snatch him too, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. You know what I'm saying? I think the Eagles are done. I think Howie Roseman is done with signing guys. I think he's going to focus on getting Jalen Carter signed, and I think that, you know, we go into the season with what we have, and we draft a safety in the later rounds, or maybe in the first round. Maybe that opens up for Caleb Downs if he falls. You know, maybe that opens up for a guy like I'm not Caleb Downs. Is it Caleb Downs? Yeah, Caleb Downs. Someone like that if he falls. You know, maybe that opens up for a guy like, you know, the Oregon safety. I don't know, but I think most of it's going to be in the draft. I think you're going to get edge rusher maybe in the trade or in the draft maybe. You know, maybe the Eagles are looking at a guy in the draft, you know. You definitely could get someone probably in this draft that's an edge rusher. I don't know too much, but hey, listen, we just got to trust the process, man. Just in, again, I don't take anything Diane Rossini says because she's incredible after what she did, trying to make like A.J. Brown's available, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Eagles are signing cornerback Tariq Woolen a 1-year contract with a maximum value of $15 million. Seems qualifies as a show me deal. Woolen, former 5th round draft pick, lost snaps outside of former Eagles corner. Yeah, mental lapse with occasionally Woolen addition that obviously signed at the end of the Dory Jackson tenure. Yeah, good. That Dory Jackson is not a future piece. He's not, and you can do so much better than Dory Jackson. It's a solid move. It's better than the Dory Jackson, and you know what? You got better at corner. You got better at corner. And if he could stay healthy and he could play good football, you got a decent corner. And I like the move. I'm happy with this move. The Cowboys should have jumped on it, and he stink. They fucking blew it. Like usual, they do nothing. They do nothing. And they over there talk about us because they're salty. They're salty. They wish Jerry Jones jumped on this. This would have been a great move for Jerry Jones to do. And he couldn't do it because he's a loser. And that's what he does. But yeah, man. So yeah, so far nothing really happening. I'm gonna go, man. I appreciate y'all. Anything else, I'll come back on here. Yeah. Tariq Woolen, welcome to Philly, man. And yeah, you have a good one. Flaggers 5. Peace out.